I think everybody's here now.
All right. Did we roll some D-shishers?
Starting off strong
Now
with a
it's
solid 8.
8.
Oh, we tied.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Roll 1d6 and try it again, or?
Yeah, why don't we roll 1d6? Yeah. Yeah,
All
single
right.
die, single d6 roll off. Single dice roll.
Good luck beating that one. That's a 6.
Well, I got a 3, so.
Okay.
Let's see. We were in the middle of a great battle. Um,
You weren't there last time.
if you want to roll and go for it,
Yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah.
you might get it pretty well.
I gotta record what you're saying though, so carry on.
We were in the middle of our battle with the predators. What the heck are those things called? Somebody's predators. And they're coming in from all sides. We had fire raining down from the sky. Let's see. Lexian spent a lot of time running around the barracks trying to keep the turkeys from getting eaten. I think Jinx spent most of the fight in like hand-to-hand combat with one of the predators, if I remember right.
Yeah, with your sword.
And 428 ran around trying his best, but being mostly unhelpful, if I remember right. And Gino had to jump off the roof and help the old doctor lady after she fell off and got her to safety. And then I think we gunned down enough of the predators. The rest kind of turned tail and ran. Right? We didn't kill them all. I think they ran away.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
then after that, did surgery, fixed the lady up. We got a gracious thanking and a big dinner and celebration, and we were saw off. And Eamon's got a lead for us, which I think we talked about that in the session beforehand. The lead originally. Well, at least we touched on it. But
Did
it's
we?
to
Yeah. Yeah.
it's to go find a ship that's like lost out in deep space. It's a deep space research ship, and if we claim it, we've got salvage rights to it, then this thing is just absolutely ginormous. So it's worth a lot if we have salvage rights to it. But we have to go first get our ship modified and get extra tanks, which I think technically that's what we said we did, because we went and did that, and then we spent the rest of the time learning how to build and shop for weapons.
Yeah.
And
I think
we made ourselves a brand new career as long range assassins because we now have the unstoppable assassin.
Do you want to know what I named that thing?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Anti-dat shit.
Yeah. And you can't miss, literally, unless you roll snake eyes, which is like
Exactly.
you sneezing mid shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 5 kilometers. That is insane.
Insane. Yeah.
Y'all got your weapons built up.
Yup.
I think we did all that while we were like heading to New Cholchis. We don't actually have them yet.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, we were designing them in the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what? Jinx ended up with a flamethrower, didn't she?
Yep.
Yep.
She ended up with a war crime.
Yeah. A napalm and like
It's in the
tear gas, or what's the
Oh gosh, was it tear gas? It was
what's
some
her
sort of
what's
like
her
humane
non-lethal alternative?
non-lethal option. She basically
Yeah.
more or less got it just to hide it from Gino that she was getting bomb.
Yeah.
then Gino made Jinx and Lexian both pistols, and himself a pistol. And I'm working on a gun for. I've almost got it done here. A gun for 428. That's what I was talking about when you popped in. It's a single shot gun, but you're gonna. I don't know how the reloading's gonna work yet. Henry's thinking about it, but regardless, I'm going forward with the gun. It's a single shotgun, so you have to load it every single time. But you're just gonna have a Batman belt full of bullets,
Okay.
so you have bullets
mean-
for every situation.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I ideally 428 would never shoot a gun anyway because he's not very good at it. But if he has to,
Right. Well, that's why I figured single shot, and some of them are utility bullets.
okay. Yeah.
What about like a Hawkeye quiver type thing where you just type something in real quick and it switches the tip, like of the arrow type
Yep.
thing?
Oh, that'd be cool. Get to like a TL-15 planet.
Yeah.
Build a gun with a computer that hooks up to a neural jack.
Are there any TL-15 places here?
No, there's one in the
Yeah.
Imperium.
Yeah, I think it's like all the way over at what is it?
Cyril.
Cyril, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
14's
And
rare as
then-
hell. 15's almost unheard of.
Yeah. Cyril, and then was there one on the other side too? No, maybe not.
Because isn't it once you get to like TL-15, you've hit like Star Trek level fabricator, right?
I think so. Something like that.
You think it
Yeah.
hit the button, it appears.
And Jacob. They're both on the same side.
Uh,
These.
Muckhead is TL-14. Like very top
Er,
left.
F is F. Stock point 3, is that F? F.
Am I thinking backwards? I think I'm thinking backwards.
What is
B?
F? F is 15.
F is 15.
So stock point 3. We're looking for. Yeah. Oh, and Rampart. So there's 2. Cool. Yeah. So I think you guys. I mean, why don't we pick up? I don't think you guys set a week training. So you guys can do that.
All right.
Oh, it's 8 weeks.
1.
Yep.
Oh, eight
Or
one
8
total.
weeks,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a study period then. See if I pass it. Remind me what the threshold is for the check.
8, I think, for education. Let me double check. I got the.
I think it's an 8 up.
Yeah, I thought.
That's what I remember it being.
8 up plus education.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I got a 7 on
Yeah.
the die plus 3.
Nice.
And that was into leader. So I have leader at 0.
There you go.
So we were heading to Colchis to shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I already did everything to the ship as far as adding the tanks, I believe.
Yeah.
and taking out the money. Which now means that we can go places too.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to make up to 4 jumps opens a lot up.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah,
now, like,
okay.
we can jump over to like that Esperanza system there now.
Did you put it under the cargo?
What's that? I put it under collapsible tanks because if you go to fuel
There's
the
a
tank,
section for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's demountable, which is the one we have, 100
Mhm.
for it, and then we got 200 in collapsible tanks.
Gotcha.
Probably should put them in
The stored cargo.
the stored cargo though, so it has the weight for it.
Yeah.
Because then they're unloaded, they're one,
I can
I think
get
1
back to it.
kilogram or 1 ton.
Something like that. It's like
Because I think
yeah, I
it
think
was
it's like
1%. Or so they'd be two tons then.
it'd be 2 tons for because you've got 200 tons
Yeah.
worth of fuel. I think that's right. I can. Oh, there, just a sec. Yeah, 1% of tonnage used when full. Cool. Yeah. So, anything you guys want to do on your I guess you guys designed your guns and things like that. That was kind of your week, flying over your new cultures.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Did we take
And you
out our
guys get there?
maintenance system? Our maintenance?
No. Yeah. We need to do the maintenance stuff. Because I think you guys have 2 maintenance periods due.
Yeah, I know we were overdue on at least one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah. So 2 months worth of that mortgage and maintenance.
Where's that stuff? Okay, so 2 months. Is that 2 months worth of? I guess that's 2 months worth of mortgage as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to go away, Cat. I forget that every once in a while this game turns into math the game. Ouch. Almost slightly over 1,000,000 credits.
I'll go along with it.
Oh yeah, the salaries too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Salaries, monthly maintenance, and then that mortgage.
and the mortgage. Yeah,
Yeah, you end up over 500,000 a
a
month.
month.
Well,
This
I mean,
everything better pay off, or we're gonna have to get back to hauling stuff really quick because this ain't gonna last long. Will be a month getting out there and back, so that's another 500,000 gone there. If it pays off, sounds like we might not need to worry about it.
All right. So yeah, what do you guys actually remember about what Eamon said?
Um, think I know it's a company ship. The company is literally called like Deep Discovery or something like that. Um, and we're looking basically. This is like, isn't it? It's kind of almost like a USS Enterprise sort of deal, isn't it? Like a giant floating city of scientists and researchers, or
I don't remember much of the intimate details, unfortunately.
428 was pretty shook up watching the Predator eat the horse's ass.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. um, yeah, yeah. The company is called Deep Night Exploration, like LIC. The ship that went missing is the Deep Night Endeavor, but yeah, they have four of these like huge exploration vessels. The Endeavor, and then the three others were the Voyager, the Explorer, and the Discovery. So definitely very Star Trekky. The ship that he found the location for, or he kind of procured the location of, that someone else seems to have come across, was actually one of the shuttles for the Endeavor. Um, but the kind of belief is that that shuttle, likely has the location, or has at least probably is the best link to finding the location of the Endeavor. Um, that's been missing for almost a year now. And if someone does find the Endeavor, then they could likely turn that into a pretty hefty, kind of salvage or reward fee, finder's fee from Deep Night. Um,
Would the finder have any rights to the ship? Like, just be like, no, finders keepers, or
to the Endeavor, most likely not, just because Deep Night still has a claim on the ship itself. But
I didn't
like,
know how space laws work with that. How long a ship had to be lost before it was just finders keeper sort of deal.
yeah, no, to some extent, but and then because like yeah, that's kind of like a, I guess, complicated like ownership thing, and then the running of the ship, like the the intricacies on how it was manufactured, how it's maintained, how it needs to be run, things like that, is all sort of information known by
Oh,
Deep
I,
Night.
I would
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to keep it. I was just
Yeah.
wondering how much ownership we had to people like, you want your ship? Well, we'll be happy to make a deal.
Yeah. Yeah. But and that's so that would be I guess probably good information to talk to Eamon about too is that like if you find the if you do find the shuttle, it's probably worth then going to and taking and saying like, hey, we have this information. We'll go look for your ship. What kind of what kind of deal are we looking at if we do find it? You know what I mean? Like it's probably
Okay.
worth having that deal negotiated ahead of time before going on a wild space goose chase.
Okay. Good deal.
And Deep Knight's headquarters in the Reft sector is in Zuflecht, which is up here. Focus ping you
Oh, yeah.
because it's an imperial corporation, and that is basically the imperial navy that is sort of their like mustering point in this space, even though it's not imperial space. That's where you can find most of the imperial naval ships that operate in this area.
Ah, so did we have anything else we wanted to do in New Colchis other than pay bills and buy guns before we head
Bygones,
out?
yeah.
Was there anything else anybody want? Is there anything anybody else wanted to pick up or look for?
I think we're good. Just spent a
Uh,
lot of money. Want to go make a lot of money.
hmm. Lexian would like to see if he could find any information about that egg thing that he saw.
Egg thing. Oh, in your dreams?
Yeah. Like he would just be kind of
Yeah.
like constantly searching for something like that. Like any references to it, like anything possible.
Okay. Yeah. Where are you searching, or how are you searching?
I mean, there'd have to be some sort of like library that they might have
Hmm.
of like news and information.
That all gets all loaded to our ship when we dock, so that could be something you go through every time.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
be something you're doing during downtime when we're sailing around, is going through and looking at new stuff.
Yeah, pretty much something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an investigate check with int.
All right.
Be a library use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
A
that
Dewey
is
Decimal check.
Yeah.
an
Hey,
11 total.
Call of Cthulhu. It's got library use. 11 total.
Yeah.
Cool. Nothing. Nothing comes across the. So yeah, like local news, like or not local news, but local and, um, I guess galactic
Galactically
news.
local news.
Yeah, space local. All gets uploaded. Nothing like that comes across. Like you don't see anything. As you're flipping through headlines, things like that. You don't see any reference to anything remotely similar to
Hmm.
kind of what you've spoken about. Even the ship that you guys came across that floating in space, uh, you find the article about that ship, and it just references like space madness, but doesn't talk about like the pictures being drawn on the walls and floors and blood and mad ravings or things like that. Just references space madness, no pictures, um, shown in the article, nothing like that.
Okay.
We get in good with these deep space research guys. I mean, you can paint them a picture of The plant life you saw, maybe they've seen something like that before.
That's possible.
All right. Why don't we get a astrogation check and then an engineering check?
Sure.
An 11.
Uh, 10.
Awesome. Yeah. So another week goes by. You guys are in jump space, heading into empty space. You guys get a week of training. Anything you want to do in this first week? You have another jump before you hit that sector or this little section where the coordinates for that shuttle were.
I mean, I think Lexian would probably try to get used to some of his new weapons.
Putting up, Lexington takes a piece of paper, marker, draws a little target, tapes it to the hull of the ship, and armor piercing rounds shoots through the hole in jump space.
No, it's not going to be anti-net shit. If anything, it might be like
on the
quick
window of the
drawing
ship.
on the cannon,
Mm,
and like
yeah,
getting used to the feel of like the stunner carbine and the
gotcha.
GR90.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get a bunch of weapons. You got like a whole arsenal.
I got 4 weapons.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah,
It's
that is
go
actually
from
quite a few.
yeah, yeah.
You weren't really running with much in the way of weapons, though, were you? You just had the auto rifle and
Auto
your
rifle and
blade.
officer blade. That's literally all I was running with.
We need to get to a planet where you can get a lightsaber.
Yeah, not in the Imperium though, please. I would
Well, we're
rather
not in the
not be
Imperium.
persecuted.
Maybe Eamon knows where to get something like that.
Maybe.
He's been at this whole psionics thing for a while, seems like.
But I mean, if I walk around with a side blade, that very obviously marks me as a psionic.
Is it that
And
obvious when you're just carrying it and not wielding it?
uh-huh.
Huh. I figured they wouldn't
I
let
believe it
that out of
says
the
that
ordinary.
whenever I was reading it, I believe that's what it said.
Yeah, I think they're.
Let me see.
I'm back and looking too. Where are they?
World War lightsabers are banned.
Pepper spray.
Definitely
Uh,
not a more civilized age.
Hmm.
doesn't say it there,
Yeah, not
but
necessarily.
I do remember it being stated somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Find it.
And here I want to turn you into like a sci-tech warrior.
All right. Yeah. Anything else you guys need to do for this first week?
No.
Mm-mm.
All right. Let's get another check. This when you have coordinates that you're trying to really like target down. So, obviously, like the misjump is still that 4, but you want your target's a little higher. Just try to get in close to those coordinates.
Well, I have a 13.
Nice.
And I got an
Nice.
11.
Nice. Okay.
We're gonna warp in, dock to the fucking ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you jump in. Well, you have a week.
Ooh, I gotta roll.
Oh yeah.
8
You
up,
guys have
right?
another week. Yes.
Whew. Got a 9. So I now have a 1 in ad or a 0. I know the law.
A 1 to start out. Yeah, a 0.
What's that?
Or a 0 if you didn't have the skill.
Yeah. Maybe I should work on getting persuade to 1 next.
I'm gonna try to get my gun combatant to 1, so I can at least have a semi-positive.
I used the general XP on that one. I figured as much combat as we've been in lately, he has to have gotten a little better at shooting the gun.
Yeah, I realize like I have a shield and like I can defend myself, but I definitely need some ability to shoot.
Is your
and
dex
deal
low
damage.
too?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, my strength is 4, my dex is 5. It's rough.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
It's very like weighted towards the education end side.
You know, that's not an unreasonable place to think about putting general XP because the dex, if you're at a 5, 6 general XP puts you up to a 6, which takes you from a -1 to a 0.
Yep. I currently have a 0 for my general XP. Did we get any recently?
We didn't get any after last session. I was waiting till everyone was here, so I'll still wait. So you'll get
Oh,
some next
cool.
time we have a full party.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, yeah, but you all get some.
Because I did bump my strength up to a 4, if I remember, because it used to be a 3.
Yeah.
But I have a 9 in endurance, so it's +1 at least.
I keep debating my endurance. My endurance is at a 5. Putting it up to a 6 would be kind of helpful.
Mm-hmm. I do realize now that like I am a little overkill on the education because it only goes up to what? It was the
You get a
list somewhere.
+3. You get a +3 at 15, if I remember right.
Okay, so it's only 1 point. That's not bad then. I can essentially allocate 1 point for free into education and have no negative effects taken to my character.
I mean, it's like the most useful stat in the game. So,
Yeah, I'm sure it's helpful.
I mean, in a non-combat heavy game, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Strength is kind of a dump stat in most cases, but it's it's the future, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you can artificially increase your strength quite easily. Well, most people at the very least. the average person.
So yeah,
Oh, sorry. Quick question.
go for it.
When we went, because we went to the plant to build weapons, correct?
Yes.
Was it assumed that the revolver I was planning was
Yeah.
on that list? Okay.
That you bought it? Yeah, for sure. And then just take the credits out of your
Yeah.
account.
It's 2,300 something, so it's fairly cheap.
Yeah.
It's so weird how cheap it is to build a like insane weapon versus buying
I
one.
know. Yeah. It's.
I'm sure you have some thoughts on that.
I do. I do. But I mean, you guys are like making so much money at this point now that it's sort of. Um, doesn't. Yeah. Sorry, I'm also looking on reading.
I,
Yeah.
I literally threw extra money at all the weapons I built because I felt bad about the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've learned a lot of things running this traveler campaign that hopefully I'll run, more traveler campaigns in the future. That I think one thing I definitely would like to do is run a traveler campaign and have all the travelers start off with like no ship at all and basically just have you guys have to like one purchase your transportation from like planet to planet and take jobs and just like kind of scrounge around and like uh, take low paying jobs. Sort of, you have to deal with the minutia of like having to pay for lodging and things like that. So sort of the stuff that's there, not to the point where it's like monotonous, but like not where you guys are racking in a crap ton of money. Um,
Yeah.
so that way, when you guys are like buying, that first big weapon purchase feels like a big purchase, and then when you get that first ship, it feels kind of crazy.
Yeah. Like, oh
But
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Pirates of Drinax campaign is really cool, but it feels like it was a campaign built for longtime traveler players who
It definitely was. Yeah,
know
I
the
was.
system and know what they're doing, and they just want to get to the fun adventuring shit.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Well, I guess there's not anything in there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. All right. So, anything else you guys need to do in this week?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'll have you drop out of not hyperspace, jump space every time. And yeah, the Shriders come up. You kind of take a quick look at your coordinates. You are, maybe a couple hours fly from the listed coordinates that Eamon gave you. And as the ship does its, traditional slight rumble of jumping out of hyperspace, who's in the cockpit right now? Why don't I send you guys to the ship?
I feel like I would be necessary there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like running sensors. I would be too.
Oh, hold on. Which one's the pilot
I don't
chair? Is
necessarily
it that
hate
one?
running
Yeah, either one of those can be. fit
Can
in
I
Whichever
shape.
one
straddle
you
it just right in the
what
middle?
whichever one you're fun like the
No.
better.
Yeah.
I imagine Lexian got there and he's sitting between both of them, seeing where the cup holders are and how the seat is broken in. And
He's probably
You guys
gonna
have been
use the
fighting
left
for
one.
weeks now. How have you not decided?
Well, he's gonna use the left one because his left arm is slightly bigger than his right one.
Mm, okay.
So having that
Okay.
extra room on the left-hand side, that's probably gonna be what he does.
Yeah.
And Jinx is just back there sleeping.
Yeah. Mm.
she found a bar with alcoholic hot chocolate at the new Colchis.
Yeah. That's sick again.
And she's
So
on a
we've
7 day
lost her
hangover.
again.
Every time. Yeah.
She never learns.
Mm-mm. It's too good. It's too tasty. All right. So yeah, you guys are all standing in the cockpit. Eamon strolls in, stands kind of behind Lexian, puts his hand in the back of your your pilot seat, and he's looking out the viewport with you. He's just silently staring.
It's because I worry about things being a setup. Like double check sensors and make sure that there's no other ships at least within range.
Yeah, give me a sensors check.
Oh damn, boxcars. That'll be
Nice.
a 14 then.
And then a -1 from the
Yeah, from
sensors.
the
Oh,
system.
you already
Yeah.
took that into account. Cool. Okay.
No, I didn't
Sweet.
count that one in. So that put us at a 13.
Gotcha. Cool. So you that don't sense or don't sense, I guess. You don't pick up any other ships. You also don't pick up the shuttle at the projected coordinates. It is kind of a ways away. It looks like, it may have passed through this section, but what Newton's first law, third law, object in motion stays in motion.
I got
Um,
third.
third law.
Right.
Um, it has been, it has some motion to it, and it is in space, so it has been floating for weeks at this point, maybe months. So it is probably a couple days travel from your current location at standard like thrust one.
All right, I will. I'll shoot it over the coordinates over to Lexian. Here's our destination. It's drifted a little bit. Not too bad.
All right. I'll take us there.
All right, yeah. You give me a piloting spacecraft just to set the course and take off.
All right.
Not necessarily take off, but set the way.
Ooh, that was a rough one. Hopefully, that roll's not bad.
That's what plus
Oh, I know
3.
one thing we do need to do. We need to decide all the laser pistol locations
Mm-hmm.
in the ship.
How many did you get?
10.
Okay.
And I got a 9.
Nine.
Which I
Nice.
feel like 5 of them probably go in the cockpit because I feel like there should be one at every station.
Okay.
I'd say put 1 or 2 in the like the break room area.
Yeah. And then a couple in the cargo area.
Like the other 3 maybe.
Yeah. Oh no, let's put one on the shuttle.
What about if we only put 4 in the cockpit and threw 1 in the engine bay too? In case 428's
Okay.
down there.
Yeah,
Or
that makes
somebody else
sense.
is down there.
Would be appreciated.
How should we mark these?
You can use like the little pen ink tool. You can do like a little red dot or something.
Kind of like that.
Where'd you do it? Let's see.
Yeah, on the wall in the cockpit, like up at the top.
It hasn't loaded yet for me for some reason.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
using
well,
it.
it's like tiny. It's
Oh,
well, I just drew that one bigger.
gotcha.
Something like that, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I accidentally chose the ellipsis tool. Let's see, freehand. That's a little better.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
It could even go on the ship sheet, I guess. I don't know. Depends on what works better for you guys, like to keep track of it. I guess the ship has the.
I can go in the. Oh, I feel like that's for the ship's weapons.
On the
Not
gear
the.
page. The combat equipment crew.
Putting it with crew makes sense.
The
Like
this
combat
oh
crew.
that is you're right, that is for oh is
That's
that
for
for the
the ship weapons, isn't it?
yeah, I think you're right. Well, because the ship under the mire has weapons, like where the double turrets are. With a combat slash equipment slash crew, I think you can put there because that you can choose.
Oh, I see what
You
you're
know,
saying. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. So our double turrets are there. So that
hmm
okay, that makes sense.
And then that just goes to Oscar. It just uses if you put a skill used, it just uses Oscar's stats, but you can ignore that.
right, I put 4 in the cockpit. How does that look for everybody?
Works.
Makes sense to me.
That works. I can't remember the range. I'll have to look that up.
Beautiful. Clean.
Oh, my handwriting is horrible.
It looks like something that's written on the walls on Doom.
Some
Yeah,
death
it's on the
install.
outside of the hull.
Yeah, the outside of the hall. Ship goes,
It's just
the other
like
ship goes
spray
past.
painted on there.
Red equals laser pistol. What?
There's people just walk by it at the dock all day.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that
What?
mean?
Yeah.
Rosebud? The fuck is Rosebud?
Oh no. Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
So
Okay,
unsupervised.
so let's see. We've got 4 in the cockpit, 2 in the cargo hold.
Ooh, wait, that's way too big.
But
Ah, god damn it, I did it again. I'm trying to put the one in the or the second one in the uh crew quarters type area.
Hmm.
I'm essentially putting one by each door so they can run and grab it and get going to where they need to be. And then I'll let 428 decide where the best place in the engineering bay is. Got really quiet.
I'm typing hard. There. Now I'll put one in a little smoky. I'm looking around like this is a big ship.
This
Should have
is a
bought one for
huge ship.
Very large ship.
10 pistols are not big enough for this big ship.
They can be removed from the wall, right? It's just to charge them.
Yeah,
But I
Yeah,
guess if
that's
you're
right.
if you're like caught in the spot where there isn't one,
right. That's
yeah,
kind of the idea is having them readily
yeah,
available for where people are in case we get like raided or some shit.
yeah. Who would ever do something like that?
But you don't want to put too many of them sitting around because then the bad guys can just grab them as they're walking along. Like, oh, no pistol.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
I ran out of ammo. And both Eamon and the Dolph Lundgren lady are trained in gun combat, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Ike, that's it. I just keep seeing Dolph Lundgren from Rocky.
once Doom finds a place for his laser pistol in the engineering bay, I guess then we're just off to the ship.
Yep. It's gonna be like I said,
Couple days.
4 days. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, you got a couple days.
Yeah. Got 4 days to.
Mm. It's a lot of fucking space. Hopefully that'll do.
How's
Surprise-
Eamon
really-
coming with his engineering training, by the way? Wasn't he the one training for engineering?
Yeah, he was. That's right.
Because we've now added, what, 3 weeks to it?
Yes.
How's,
I think he needs one more week. It's at 7.
how is that working when he's supposed to be training me in telepathy?
He's probably setting. Well, that's a good point. Are you taking those?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
Yeah,
marking down as your? Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
if
think
he's actively training you, I don't feel like he can work
he
on his
can.
study.
He can't then. Yeah. Because he has to dedicate so much time to actually training you.
That seems important enough, though.
Yeah.
428's a smart guy. He can engineer that whole bay himself.
What did you say about me?
I mean, I have a 0 in engineering, so I can also help if necessary.
Oh, that's right.
bri-
You did get a 0 in it.
I'm a bright guy.
I believe you.
Wow. He turns around. He has one red eye.
You have too much to drink, Oscar?
I'm fine. Better than ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Should have your head looked at.
Gives you a stoic yet incredulous look.
Just worried you might have a tumor or something with all this going on.
It's not a tumor. It's just my programming.
So was your programmer like a huge movie buff, I take it?
He nods.
Ancient movie buff.
No kidding.
He loved Italian cinema. Ancient Italian cinema.
I mean, there's some good ones out there. Can't go wrong with them. Sense of scale of time sucked though, and their far-flung futures that never came to be.
Indeed.
Yeah, I kind of forget we have Oscar to help us out with all that stuff around too. And his brain's hardwired into the ship, right? So like
Yeah.
he can run diagnostics on anywhere in the ship from anywhere in the ship.
He can.
And he can see all of us while we're sleeping.
And he knows when we're awake.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Oh man, does he go into Santa mode every Christmas?
You have to find out. Yeah.
And is it a different Santa every Christmas?
The bad Santa years are always rough. Yeah. All right. So you guys got 4 days. Do you need to plan or do anything in those 4 days?
I mean, other than
Mm.
strategizing what to do whenever we get to the ship,
Exactly.
It's just a drifting shuttle, right? I mean, ideally, we've got plenty of room. Can't we just kind of scoop it up into the cargo hold?
Your sensor reading, it's 100. It's like a scout ship. It's like 100-ton
Oh, okay.
shuttle.
So their shuttle is a whole
Is
ass
the
ship.
ship. Yeah. Yeah.
And we can't fit that in
I
our
think it's
cargo.
too wide. Yeah, I think it's technically too wide.
I mean, ideally, if it's that big of a shuttle, I'm assuming it's got jump capabilities.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's look. If it does, I don't know what it's looking like fuel wise. But if we could get it up and running, we could always take the whole shuttle back.
We would need to fuel it with our fuel, and that would short us for the final jump.
Well, that's like I said, depending on how much fuel it has left in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, what caused it to drift? If there's something
I mean, it had to
not
have
friendly
some
on board.
momentum.
Well, we can determine its flight capability when
Yeah, it's too wide.
we inspect the ship.
We should probably do a normal sensor scan on it whenever we get there. I can also use my my psionics to detect life, see if there's anything there.
That would definitely be good.
Yeah.
Other than that, without knowing a whole lot about the shuttle, I don't think it. I think we have to kind of get on it and see the state of it before we figure out what we
Hmm.
want to do from there. I mean, worst case scenario, we try and get the computer up and running so we can pull info off of it.
Yeah.
I feel like the lifespan's really going to change our course of action.
Yeah. Well, we just have to get there first.
Yes, you do.
Henry,
Mm-hmm.
just for future knowledge, could I have both the officer blade and the cannon on me, along with, like, say, the stunner carbine or the GR90?
I think so.
Okay.
You can do
Because,
fine.
like, both
Yeah, I
of them
mean,
would
you
be
got
on
like a
my belt.
pistol. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a little. I mean, it's it's like the sword kind of.
Sword would be on one side, the cannon would have to be on the other,
Yeah,
and then the stunner carbine or the GR90 would have to be like on my back or holding.
yeah. You should check out the weight with like your armor and everything,
Yeah.
but with your strength, um, you should be fine.
Well, and then weight is strength plus endurance. His endurance nuts. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to pay attention to that shit with with his whole
Yeah.
8 kilograms of carry weight.
I'm just trying to get an idea of like what your sensors actually give you. It's just like lidar and radar, but I don't. Is that just the beeps and the sweeps?
We don't need to. We don't get the creeps.
I don't even know if you get the creeps.
Oh man, we gotta upgrade this shit.
Where the flip sensors?
What was the weight on the cannon? Because I don't have that written down.
The
Weight
weight
point
on the
0.7.
cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, he's big boy for a pistol. Which so was Jinx's Gat, but I mean, hers is a fucking Gat.
Bye bye. Hello.
Yeah. So you don't. So your sensors are what? Basic.
You know, yeah, if it's just lidar radar, we can't really do like any interior sensor
You
check.
can't. Yeah, you need the densitometers. Or densitometers, densitometers. Phenomena. Do, 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 do. Yeah, lidar and radar. There it is. It's just on your ship sheet. Yeah, lidar and radar. You just have um, physical knowing where physical things are in space. Yeah, just sending out little radar signals and bouncing them back at you.
And we looked, and it's actually fairly pricey to upgrade sensor systems, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, radar/lidar detects physical objects. Active use bounces beams off a target and thus makes it easier to be seen. DM+2 to electronic sensors checks to be detected in return. So when you do a radar and lidar check, it makes I mean that makes sense, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
There we go. My audio's back.
Versus the densitometers determines internal structures and makeup of an object through its natural gravity. That's on improved sensors.
The densitometer. I like the
Densitometer. Densitometer. And then the NAS, the neural activity scanner, detects neural activity and intelligence. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 4 days go by. You're getting within. I don't know how close you want to get to this thing before you start like slowing down and scanning and making your approach.
I need to be within 5 kilometers, so
Okay.
Yeah, and we know where it is with the regular scan, so not much sense in running a sensors check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've had the ship locked on with your sensors since you found it in the first place. You get within 5 kilometers, 4.5 kilometers, and
I
you
will
want to
give
make
you
your
that roll.
all right.
All right. You know, I should know this by now, by heart, because of how often I use it.
Mm-hmm. Should. You should.
I really should.
So
And I
should
went to
I.
the wrong page. Oh, I went to the wrong page. There we go. Psionics, life detection. It is telepathy. Okay. So, just a base +1. Well, I mean, that is a 10 total.
Yeah. So besides the life on your ship, you don't sense any life coming from this ship.
Ooh.
Like not even. Well, ask this every time. What is the animal, human, and so on? Or we're saying like animals, the smallest life that it.
I remember
Oh,
bacteria.
from bacteria, and then important. So yeah, you don't even sense bacteria. You sense zero life whatsoever. Like not even like little what are they called?
Amoeba.
Or, yeah, what are the little little watery bear. What the bear
Oh,
things?
tardigrades.
Tardigrades, yeah. And he sends little tardigrades.
Damn.
Hmm.
This shit's dead.
So did it get irradiated or something? Do we?
Is its life support up?
We don't. We have to get on the ship with our shitty sensor system. Do we? I have. I believe I have. Get over. Character sheet. Yeah, I have a Geigometer, a Geigometer, a Geiger counter,
Geiger counter. Yep.
A Gary
Geiger
Gygax.
thing. Um, obviously, we should probably go in vac suits.
Mm-hmm. We can't detect if there's atmosphere on board, can we?
Mm-mm.
Not with our shitty sensors.
Mm-mm.
Like I said,
Yeah.
full vac suits. Go in, figure out what's what. So do we dock to this thing then? Since it's like normally you wouldn't dock to a shuttle, but you're saying this thing's the size of a scout ship. Is there like a place to dock to it?
Yeah, it has an airlock.
Well, I'll get to it then.
Okay. Eamon, as you're preparing to pull up to it, Eamon kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. We don't know exactly what killed them, and if it was something perhaps transmittable, uh, is connecting our enclosed environment to their enclosed environment the wisest choice?
Well, I would ask
So
the
they
doctor
can't.
that.
Viruses are too small for them to detect, right?
I mean, bacteria, viruses, it should be, possibly. It's hard to say.
I guess I'll look to Eamon. I'm kind of was going off of Lexian's life detection. Um, I assumed if he just sensed zero life whatsoever, we wouldn't be in fear of anything transmittable. But you've been at this longer. What's your opinion on this whole life detection thing?
It also depends on if it was shielded from his and mine sense.
Well, if there's any reason to be fearful of such a thing, then I agree that such caution should probably be used.
Not to
Um,
mention if it is merely radiation, as you suggested. Uh, we run the risk of irradiating the entire ship,
you
not
have a good
just
point there.
I think
few
we should
members
use
of
the
the crew.
launch.
Where we could jump over, space jump.
Could
I
do
mean,
that.
we could get close with the launch, but we'd have to leave the launch at some point regardless.
This is true.
Who all do we want to send over?
Well, I mean, if we want to attempt to get the ship functional and diagnosing, then I definitely have to go. But I need someone to help defend me.
I'm the combative one, so I should probably go.
If there are dead people over there, if anybody's gonna be able to figure out what killed them, well, that'd probably be me. So
We could all just go, in all honesty.
Well, we could leave Ike and Jinx here with Oscar
Yeah.
and have Eamon come across with us.
Jinx is pretty strong one man army.
you all can make things float. Can you move things through space?
Not
Like
very
if
far.
I'm just thinking, can you like course correct us if our space jump starts going awry?
That's very, very good question. Telekinesis.
Yeah. That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Because I know your telekinesis has to do with mass and not gravity, right?
Yeah. It's 1 per 10 kilograms, and it's short range, so it's 6 to 10 meters. Or, sorry, up to 10 meters.
But my question is that kilograms of mass or kilograms of weight?
Mass.
Okay. Because if it was of weight, then well, we always zero right now.
No, technically, yes.
But I
But,
guess that would be having you do like move star destroyers and shit around then.
yeah.
Well, who here has done a space jump before?
Eamon raises his hand.
Didn't you do one once, Lexian?
Did I? I mean, I've, when I
No,
was
you were.
a
I was thinking that
scrapper,
was.
when I was like a scrapper belter type,
Uh,
I was in
yeah,
space and I
you
had
did.
to do that.
Yeah, so you kind of did space jumps before.
Yeah.
You ever done this before 428?
Um, I don't think. Yeah. No, I've never done a space jump. I've always seen them, but it's never really been my thing. I like to
Have you
stay
always thought it was a
grounded.
really cool thing to do?
Well, is that something I would have went through in basic training in the Navy? That'd
Probably.
be part of. Yeah, I
I
guess
feel like
so.
that's probably like at some point you probably have to try it. Yeah.
I couldn't think of a reason why a merchant would need to space jump, so
Yeah. Probably not.
I don't see, and it doesn't really seem likely that his planet would have any desire to do so.
The first time for everything. Oh, sorry. First time for everything.
Well, I'll suit up and do this thing. Don't really see the point in bringing an arsenal.
I'm still bringing an arsenal.
I'm thinking I'll bring a stunner just in case something's over there is shielded, but um, leave everything else here.
I'm just bringing my basic stuff. I always do shield, revolver, and basic repair kit, and some cutting utilities and some tools. Nothing heavy duty though.
I guess I have my new pistol. I could bring that along. It's enough though.
Yeah, Eamon's got a unique looking vac suit and a laser pistol.
Unique how? Like custom painted or?
No, it's got like a
Oh.
big. The helmet has like a big glass visor that kind of wraps around like the majority of his face. You would immediately recognize it as a Giordani vac suit.
Ripped on your back too.
Giordani, yeah, with the. Let's see if I can find it.
They're
Pictures.
the Yodas of the universe, right?
No. Yeah. They, I guess they're not. They don't go. They don't go that far. They, let's see. Not that. Without the gun, he just has a laser pistol.
It looks like it needs cat ears.
Yeah.
We ready to do this thing?
How are you? So you're going to take the shuttle to get in close? Is that your plan? Or
I mean, I guess at this point we might as well just get the ship close.
okay?
Because what are we doing? Are we going to like jump and tethered, and then hook the tether the ship to the shuttle at that point?
That's your guys' call.
Like if we all four tether together and then tie a tether to us to the ship, and then jump, then we can mag lock that to the outside of the ship, the outside of the shuttle, and then we've got a tether there to get us back across if we need to. And they can't drift apart then.
That ship is also moving too. So I think I guess the first thing is Lexian should make a piloting check to match your ship's speed with its or match your ship's to its speed, your ship's speed to its speed. And like get your airlock lined up with its airlock. I think it's gonna be difficult because it's it's lining things up correctly. And yeah, matching speeds.
That's a 10 up, correct?
Yeah, yes.
Uh, 9 plus 3, 12.
Yeah, there you
Yay!
go. You do it. Excellent work.
Woohoo!
You got your helmet of your vac suit sitting on the pilot seat next to you as you're getting it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part's set. Yeah. So then you're talking about tethering your ship to it. I mean, if there's any like these ships are so heavy that like the tethering you guys have, if either ship for whatever reason diverts, that tethering would snap. But at least it gives you guys the chance to have something you could pull yourself along through space
Yeah.
with if you want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to jump across and then hook the tethering to the other side. one of you have? Doesn't one of you have like rope? That like not infinite rope, but you have that like sort of climbing rope thing. Or is that
That was Briar, I think.
Briar? That was Briar,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, I think so.
Briar was our gadget guy.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And then I have a really dumb question.
Yeah.
Our cloth armor,
Mm-hmm.
what level was it?
What do you mean, what level?
What tech
Like
level
tech
was it?
level?
It was TL12.
TL12?
Yes.
What did that afford us?
It's a +4 protection, and you can wear it under something else.
Okay, because I was looking in the armor just trying to get the kilograms of everything, and it says cloth armor at TL10 is +8.
Oh yeah, no, this is plus a TL12 is +0.
I do not see that anywhere here.
Which book you in? Because I got my cloth armor out of the core book.
Out of the core book,
Yeah,
I'm in the most gear central supply catalog.
gotcha.
That might be why.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know why they'd be different, but they might be.
Yeah, because like this one literally says, cloth armor at TL7 is +5, and then at TL10 is +8. And I'm like, have I been doing my armor completely wrong this entire time again?
Well, you could be, but I have been too. Then let's see, because I've got mine at +4.
If I'm not mistaken, the higher tech level cloth armor gives you the ability to put it under armor. But I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it like lower but still like higher tech is you can wear that with any other armor you want. Or
Okay,
for the most part, any other armor, and you can stack them together.
the PDF
So
of the
that like
book doesn't want to load, but the book of the book will.
Where would the cloth armor be in the normal book? The core rule book.
It's in the equipment, so
Page 100.
yeah, that's where armor starts. And the table there is only showing up to TL10, but
Yeah.
there is. I swear there was a list of the armors.
Uh, on page 100 is the only part that I see. Because I know in the most in the central supply catalog, it's like page 14, or sorry, page 12 starts the armor.
Because I remember it was like, I do remember it was like Doom said it was that the highest tech level was it was weaker, but you could wear it under something, which is what kind of made up for it.
Yeah.
But I can't remember where the fuck that was at. It wasn't. Or was it Central Supply Catalog that I was looking at? Or-
Sorry, didn't mean to
Yeah,
derail us a little bit.
No, it's okay. Is it not the cloth armor? Is it something else that goes under the cloth armor?
Oh, I think it might be the Diplo vest. The Diplo vest.
That's the diplomatic vest, though. That's like
Is that not?
Because I currently have it as +4 at TL12, and I was like,
Yeah.
both of like everything that I've seen so far for cloth anything is TL10 at most, and like there's no +4 on this.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that list where it showed a +12.
um,
Mm,
no, you guys have just been cheating this whole time.
If that's the case, then I should not have taken very much damage.
No, it's weird because I feel like I, I feel like we talk a lot about. I feel like we spend a lot of time figuring out like matching sets of armors, getting.
Like I remember this picture that it shows of the cloth armor under the tables, but I remember there being like a whole like it on a page with a whole fucking paragraph or some shit next to it.
Yeah, it's the most traveler thing ever. Is the like one piece of equipment spread over like 3 pages. What does Jinx have?
She hasn't updated her thing, so
Yeah,
we would only know if we steal her
I was
computer.
looking at her old. Yeah, I was looking at her old
But yeah, that's showing the cloth
PDF.
armor, the TL10 cloth armor +8. You had 3 kilograms of weight, but
Hmm.
that would give us that would give me an armor of 12 instead of 8 then.
Yeah.
She has the lightweight polycarapace. But then you can't wear that under a vac suit.
Mm-mm.
ugh. The Central Supply catalog apparently has the TL12 cloth armor. Just where the fuck is it?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Oh, is it because it's the the PDF you guys have on the Google Doc is the updated 2023, and then I've got the original one we started was when I took pictures and just sent you guys like the homemade PDF of the
Did
pictures.
they change the armor?
I wonder if they changed it.
Hmm.
Give
So
me
can
a
you look
sec.
in the book real quick?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Because we're all going crazy.
I think that's got to be what it is.
That would have to be it.
Got to be what it is. Yeah. Yeah, because the TL12. What the fuck? Well, then why did they just ditched it? Because yeah,
Yep.
the TL12 is +4 and 2 kilograms, and a thin type of cloth armor becomes available that is light enough that can be worn under other types of armor, adding its protection. Yeah,
Well, they rolled that into TL10 because
but
this one says at TL10 this armor is lighter and more flexible and can be indistinguishable from ordinary
but
clothing under normal circumstances.
doesn't state that it can be worn under other armor.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
definitely
it
like
said
a
right here it says all cloth. It just says cloth armor can be concealed under clothing, but it's fairly easy to spot.
Yeah.
A routine 6+ investigation or recon check will spot the armor, but at TL10, this armor is lighter and more flexible.
But then
So under
a
clothing, not
paragraph.
armor. So you can't
Yeah.
double it up now.
So then, because then a paragraph, if you look like just, I'm highlighting on my screen, but not
So-
sharing my screen. A paragraph up and over says, unless otherwise noted, only one type of armor can be worn at a time. But there are exceptions, yeah. But that's unless otherwise
but
noted.
basically, you can make it indistinguishable from other clothing. So in my case, I'm basically just dropping my protect suit, and my TL10 cloth armor is still +8, and I can still make it look like my suit.
Mm-hmm. You can wear it like under your suit, basically.
Well, no, yes, as TL10, it's indistinguishable from regular clothing.
Ah, gotcha.
So if we all have TL10, we just literally make it look like whatever outfit we want it to look like.
Yeah.
I've always worn a vest and a trench coat, so it doesn't really apply to me. But
Oh,
wanted to
you
be
could
part
get
of the
you could have the
conversation.
cloth trench coat.
Yeah, that's why I have the cloth trench coat and a vest. So
then I've got.
I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure it says the trench coat can be placed over.
Can be worn
vest.
outside one other layer of standard, archaic, or anti-energy armor. Yeah, so you can wear it over like a ballistic vest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that gives me a +10. Plus my
Mhm.
shield is +8. So I effectively have an 18.
You said that was the trench coat that could be worn over?
Yeah, the cloth
Over.
trench coat
Yeah.
with a ballistic vest gives you a 10 by default, and then I wield a shield. So when I extend that out into a riot, that's a +18 to defense. Of course, I will say the cloth trench coat does specifically state that you are very suspicious. It says something about you look very suspicious.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
obviously armor. Yeah. And draw the attention of authorities. Yeah, because you. Yeah.
I'm running to the bathroom. Be right back.
A vest plus a protective vest plus that cloth or trench coat over is kind of a like, hey, what you got there, buddy? Kind of vibe.
So what? Um. So you had TL10 or TL12 cloth for Lexian?
I have TL12.
Okay. So yeah, so you just have the 4.
Yeah. And like that's what I've been using this entire time, and I'm like, and I was just staring at that like, wait, have I been doing this wrong the entire time and I'm supposed to actually have a +8 on that? And then
No, but you could
and then
get
another
+8. Yeah.
+4. Well, because I'm using
What's the
I have
+4 from?
the protect suit
Hmm.
because we had both,
I
and you said,
will.
and I remember you saying something about how we could wear both, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, that's +8, and I've been going with that. So I'm like, if that's the case, I might just ditch the protect suit because we could
Yeah.
wear the
You
cloth
can't wear the
armor
plus.
underneath.
Yeah, you can't wear the +8 cloth armor underneath the protect suit. Is
Yeah,
the
but I mean, I'd have
yeah.
the same thing with slightly lower. I think slightly lower kilograms.
I think it's the same 2 and 1 versus 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
as I'm looking at like online at all the like people talking about TL12 cloth armor, I'm not seeing anything past 2023.
Yeah,
It's all under. So
that's when they took it out of the book.
Okay, so basically, I get rid of my protect suit, and I'm just right back where I was to start with.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do the same. Just the
Yeah, I mean,
cloth
you would just
armor,
want to like
TL10,
um
retcon.
yeah. I'm not super bothered if you guys just want to like Just
I
it's, I mean,
literally
it
feel
just
like
lowers the like bookkeeping of having to have balance two different things of armor.
Yeah.
You guys, and it's the same exact values and everything, right?
yeah,
That's probably
same
which is
for me.
probably
It's the
why they
same
did
weight.
it. That's probably the most common combination before that book was probably the protect suit and the cloth armor. Maybe like
Yeah,
maybe people did like I don't know carapace around them, but like yeah.
but yeah, but that comes out to 3 kilograms and 8 protection is the protect suit
Either
and the
way,
cloth armor. So
yeah,
yeah, they're just like, "Ah, just
um,
make it one thing." Everybody just
yeah,
wants to role play anyway.
yeah, exactly. But either way, right now you guys have vac suits on, so um, which is going to be something different.
Sorry, didn't mean to sideline us that long.
No, that's fine. It's good
That,
to identify these things.
that is this game. There's
Yeah,
so many rules that there's a sidebar on rules every session.
yeah. Uh, do you guys all have the vac suit skill?
Yes.
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 At what? At 0 or at 1?
Mine's a 0.
Heads, shut up. I'm back.
It was
Mine's a
funny.
one. Just
I
a very
believe
quiet
1
yes.
What? Okay, cool.
or 0. 0.
Ah,
What do the levels of the vac suit actually do?
affect how well you can use the vac suit.
And if you want to get into like battle dress and stuff, which is basically power armor, then you have to have higher levels of X suit.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to buy Jinx. Like we need to boost up Jinx and just buy her one battle suit, and we just have this one fucking super soldier that just like storms through.
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe we can just
Anyway,
make a special integrated power suit for 428, where he like seeps his gooiness into all of it and assimilates it.
I don't know why, but the first thing that comes to my mind is the giant spherical mech from oh, what was that? Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Do you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, you guys have 2 improved vac suits and 4 basic vac suits.
Hmm.
The improved vac suits are +8 protection, and you can use those with a vac suit skill of 0. The basic ones require a vac suit skill of 1, and they are +4 protection. Did I say +8 for the improved ones?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Um, sorry, Lexian. Skill alone, you're kind of stuck with the crappy vac suit as little sense as that makes.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Need to
I guess
upgrade
we need to
those.
upgrade all our vac suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next shopping spree.
We should put that on the ship sheet somewhere.
Combat equipment and crew.
Yeah.
I don't really see a place there to put it, other than Oscar's equipments and augments.
Mm-hmm.
On the ship,
Yeah.
probably
Under,
put it
I guess
where
under.
I put the
Yeah.
laser. No, the laser pistols. I'll put in a weapon. There's armor there under that. If you wanted to put it there,
I think that's probably fine.
do it like I did the pistols because I've got like quantity of 4 laser pistol cockpit.
Yeah.
So you said we had what, 2 of the improved?
Yeah.
Oh, what are the like the range, the skill, and the attack and all that stuff for the laser pistols?
Yeah, I got to get all that put in there.
Okay.
I got to look them back up out of the book.
Which one?
It was
The central?
the weapons catalog.
Extra weapons and rules.
Yeah.
I guess it should be
Alright.
six basic back suits.
Okay.
Because there's
I just
eight
realized something too.
bunks.
We had brought up like the like enemies of possibly taking our laser pistols from us. There's a component upgrade you can put to your weapons so that only certain people with fingerprint readings can use them.
Yes.
I'll always do that for all of them and just print it to, the crew.
That's true. You have to be a crew member to be able to fire this gun.
Mm-hmm.
You must be
We
this
can just
tall
keep
to
a
fire this
catalog,
gun.
like a catalog with all the guns, and you just, when a new crew member comes, you put in their name, put in their fingerprint signature, and as soon as they leave, you take it out.
Do we take them out or do we take their fingerprints out?
Fingerprint out.
Because one of those could be done from 5 kilometers away.
We wouldn't have to worry about the fingerprint issue if they are no longer existing.
Exactly.
That's good Wi-Fi range. Oh wait, no, you're talking about shooting them. My bad.
The truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. The personal energy shield gives you a plus 24.
But I think it's against just energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm,
Against energy weapons, but not ballistics.
Yeah.
that's fair.
I think that's kind of the advantage of ballistics over energy weapons, is that there seems to be far better armor for energy weapons than there is ballistics. But you can shoot an energy weapon for like ever before the battery dies.
It kind of says the opposite.
It's the
Plus
opposite.
12,
It's versus ballistics plus 0 versus lasers.
Really?
but you can
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
personal armor and have an energy shield, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. So it's powered by a little device that can be worn on a belt or beneath clothing. So you could wear like a
It's another unless otherwise stated is the rules is written. So it doesn't
fair point.
specifically state it. Yeah. Otherwise, then
I mean,
you've got potentially 30 protection.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing that
it's
was
Yeah, yeah,
specifically where that change with the cloth came in, was they were
yeah,
probably just tired of people armor stacking. Well, I
yeah,
could totally wear cloth armor and then wear a Diplo suit and then wear a cloth trench coat and then wear an energy shield and
yeah.
yeah.
and I have 48 armor. Go ahead and shoot me.
I understand with that existing rule, it like obviously trumps it over. Their wording should definitely be different because it says unobtrusive battery that may be worn at the belt or beneath the clothing in order to
Yeah.
conceal its presence. So, like, rules is written, no, but like in this universe, totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the problem is
But
that they get in this weird situation where I think they say clothing to distinguish it from armor, but then they
yeah,
say that once you hit TL10 on cloth armor, it becomes indistinguishable
Indistinguishable
from
from
clothing.
clothing. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be fair, it's also 320,000 credits.
Yeah.
I can
So,
And
afford that.
TL
That
15.
yeah,
Yeah.
TL
That's pocket
15
change
too.
to some of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not everyone in the world.
True.
Could just wear ceramic carapace though, because that's plus 10 and plus 16.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 12,000 too. Not much. I think it's heavy as shit though.
Also, not very concealable.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, and the personal energy shield picture, it's just a close up of I
Oh.
mean, I know it's supposed to be with the belt, but it really looks like his crotch.
Yeah. It's a cup. It's a sci-fi cup.
No.
Yeah.
No, we all
So
just need to go get subdermic armor.
we're a full plate with a personal energy shield.
It really sucks how little protection the Aramic armor gives you.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys ready for your space jump?
Yes.
Yep.
Everyone's got their vac suits on. How you doing this? Oh yeah, what are you using for tethering material?
The bed sheets that we stole off of Jinx's bed.
Yeah, I suppose if we don't have this, if we don't have Briar's rope, we don't necessarily have anything unless there's rope in the cargo hold for
Yeah.
securing cargo. But
Yeah. I think everything's like magnetically locked in space.
Don't we have mag
yeah,
boots?
Yeah, you have mag boots. Yeah.
we do. That's
Yeah.
we've got ways
Your
to
vac suits.
magnetically lock
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tether to the other ship. It's just
Yeah.
having a tether to lock.
I hate pulling the um psionic spaceman card, but can't you just float us over?
Well, that's why I asked
Uh
about the telekinesis.
yeah. It's kind of difficult, at least for me.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I have a 0 in telekinesis, which
Mm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's better than nothing in it, but it's still not good. And plus it's only
Uh,
what 6 to 10 meters. It's like the farthest I can go out, so
Lexian did a pretty good job matching the ships up anyway. We probably can just leap from one to the other and it be what it is.
Yeah, hope for the best. All right. Why don't we get some vac suit checks then? Let me double check. Maybe it could be athletics, but I feel like we so rarely roll vac suit rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Performing systems check. That's kind of to wear and operate spacesuits and environmental suits. I guess it's probably athletics, dexterity.
I have an 8.
yeah.
Athletics, dexterity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I at least have only a -1.
10.
Mm.
Am I
A
allowed to throw
7.
my dex in there too?
Yeah, and your dex. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
11.
I mean that's like that's a given when you have a
Yeah.
athletics and the skill. Yeah. What was sorry, Lexi? What was your final score? 8,
11.
11. Okay, and then for
7.
Gino
An 8.
and 7 for 428.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems to be the trend for 478 to be the lowest of
Yeah.
the general for physical checks.
Um. So 428 is like so. Lexian, you jump off and you land. Boom, boom, feet. Mag boots, latching on like right next to the airlock on this ship. Um. Gino, you're a little off, but maybe 5-8 feet away from the airlock. Your feet latch on. 428 looks like he's going to miss the ship by maybe a meter. And yeah, uh, and but possibly within reach of maybe Gino or Lexian. And Eamon looks like he really misjumped. He really like misaimed his jump, but he's in the process of like trying to figure out something. But he's just he's like not flailing. He's just like looking around, looking at the ship, looking at things. Like fuck.
He's not good.
Can I guess, can I help? Can I try and help 428? Lexi,
Yeah.
and you go with Eamon?
Yeah. How much mass is Eamon?
That is a good question. He is well on top of his. How much do these vac suits weigh? Do we know?
Off the top of my head, no. Let me
No, I'm
roll
close to
down
it.
to see if I
Give
can
me a
find it.
sec. They weigh about 12. He's in a basic one. Ooh, no, he's in his own special armor. Give me a sec. He weighs about 80 kilo. He weighs a little over 80 kilograms, just naked, but he's not naked.
Can you guys like tag team telekinetics?
I was gonna say that is at that point, if he's 80 naked, I'm he's just out, like he's just inside slash outside of my reach. Like he's at the
Yeah.
limit.
A vac suit weighs 28 kilograms.
Yeah, and 12 for the improved one. His weighs less. He's not in a vac suit. He's in
Sure.
He's
Zodani
in a specialty one.
armor. Yeah.
His is -3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 14. Um, so he's plus his guns and things. He's about 100 kilograms right now. But yes, he looks like he is. Well, he's got. You look at him and you're like trying. Why don't we resolve 428 first? Actually, Gino, how are you going to try to help 428? Or how are you guys going to try to work together to get 428 not sent off into space?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but would the propulsion from shooting a pistol be enough to slightly change my course?
It might slightly change it. I don't know if it'll change it enough.
You,
What sort of
It's a revolver.
you could also send yourself into a spin or all kinds of
Yeah.
things if you don't have it just right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Center Master is gonna start spinning on
Hmm. Well, beyond that, I don't have anything that would really do much.
Well, are we both working together to help?
Yeah, yeah. I would
Um,
ideally not want to
428
put
are Lexi and I both working together then, or what are you trying to?
You can if you want to. Depends whether or not you think Eamon can sort it out.
I
Or
do.
you can try to get 428, and then you guys can all turn your attention and try to get Eamon. Um, worst case scenario, he's floating in space for a while, and hopefully you guys can find him again, or before he runs out of air.
Well, yeah,
You
it's a
do have
pretty
your
bad
life.
worst case.
I have a question about that then.
Mm-hmm.
Could he cast flight on himself?
Maybe.
Because that just says you can fly or at least levitate over short distances. It does not say it could not be outside of atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I would say resolve
yeah.
428. Yeah.
If Lexian's helping me, I think best thing is just arm bridge. You grab the ship, I grab your hand, and reach out my hand to snag his as he's coming in.
Yeah. That sounds good. Is that going to be an athletics check?
Yeah, I think so.
Athletics
Dexterity.
strength? Dex? Okay.
We'll say the person at the bottom can take a strength check. The person, so you're making like an arm bridge, right? Like one person's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The person at the base can do a strength. Person going up can do Dex.
Okay, you're at the base, man.
Yep. All right. Strength check. That is 7. Not the best, but
That's 12. Yes, 12.
7 for Lexian.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't get a plus
Uh,
because mag boots, right?
what do you mean?
I didn't know if the mag boots helped anything at all.
No, you just get your base strength and your athletic score.
Okay.
Yeah. So 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you lift Gino and Gino. I don't think you let Gino go, but you have a hard time trying to like just kind of like turn him around. But Gino, what was your role?
I got a 11, 12 total.
Okay, so you get like a -1 from his 7. And then 428. Will you give me an athletics dex check?
Yep. I'm gonna burn 3 luck, or 2 luck. Hopefully that gets better. Damn, I really didn't need to. That's a 12.
Nice. Yeah, and so Lexian, grabs grabs Gino, has a hard time trying to get him swung around, but Gino manages to kind of like wriggle his way around, reach for 428, who uh, can't he can't like extend his gelatinous form out because he's stuck in the confines of this vac suit. But somehow manages to like contort the vac suit enough to like get his body at a funky angle, so that it almost looks like the vac suit is like folding in on itself. And he grabs for Gino's hand, and in the background, kind of like Gino, you can see over the folded up vac suit that is 428 as Eamon's like trajectory is going this way, and then it just turns and starts going towards the ship. And he, well, I guess you guys don't hear it, you feel it, the thunk thunk on the ship as his mag boots lock on as well as he's thunk. Your chain is over here. And
Well,
he's kind of like, you can see him breathing a little heavy in his vac suit on the other side.
I'll first thing is I'll you good 428?
Yeah, I think so. As I
Alrighty. radio over to Eamon. That was quite the course corrected there, sir. You doing okay?
Yes, I will be okay. Just a little fatigued.
I've not seen Lexian do one like that yet. That's pretty cool.
I'm not confident enough to try that.
Well, let's go get that door open. See what's going on in this ship.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do some finagling to get this open, I imagine.
Okay. So yeah, you guys. Do you have control of your tokens? I think you should.
Yes. And I brought my basic, like, lightweight toolkit with my laser ring. I didn't, obviously, I don't have anything like heavy duty on me.
Yeah. So you get to the airlock, the outer airlock door, like tapping on the panel. There's no power to the panel. Is the first thing you note. Will you give me I guess a recon check?
Yeah. All right, this will be a little rough, but
With int.
yep, still a little rough. That's a 5.
5. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. You don't notice the eyes staring back at you. No. Yeah. What's All right. Yeah, you're at the door. There's no power to the panel.
Let me double check something with my equipment. If not, I'm going to buy this. Huh, yeah. I realized in the electrics toolkit thing, there's no like battery included to like power small electronics.
Yeah.
Um,
Did anyone bring a laser weapon? I got my
I have
stunner.
I have my laser. Well, fuck. I do have a laser cutting kit on the ship.
Well, no, I'm not thinking about cutting it. I was thinking about if we had a laser weapon, we'd have a power pack. But I have my stunner. It's got a power pack with it. Could you break that?
That might be enough. Give me an electronics.
Education
Uh, computers
knowledge.
check. Electronics computers check with int.
Right. Computers. Okay. +2. It's just a 7.
7. Yeah, I mean that might be enough to get power to the panel. You would probably not have enough power in that to like activate the mechanisms to open up the airlock door.
Heard.
I guess that could have been engineering power as well. Oh well.
But if it got enough to release the locks on the door, then
You pry
Lexian
it
could
open.
possibly pry it open from there.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a try.
I'll hand you my stunner then. Here you go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt to rig it to the panel.
All right, that will be an engineering power check with int.
Let's see. So that'll be power 11.
11. Nice. You you break open the panel, kind of begin trying to get things wired up and hooked up, and as you do, it begins to become clear that like everything in this, like the paneling that you have open and visible to you, seems to have been fried. So you're not able to like you can't supply power to it. Like the hardware, like the components are like not functional.
Well, Gino, here's your battery back. There's there's no power in this thing. It's fried. It's fucked.
That 50 gotcha.
Yep. It's
Nice.
hitting.
Um. All right. Well, ideas on how we get this thing open then?
Um, I let me see how much you can cut through. I have my laser ring and a tool laser. I can cut a tight. I can probably cut enough of a hole to get hands in for us to try to pry open the doors, but I don't know if we have enough strength to do so.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna be able to like cut through the hull in any like
Yeah,
significant depth.
mm, meaningful. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're probably looking more like at some like mechanics sort of check to open it up. Like you said, using like basically disengaging things mechanically rather than electronically.
Um. Yeah.
What you guys
I don't.
need is go ahead.
I don't assume there's any visible way to see mechanical structures from the outside. I assume it's
Uh,
all vacuum sealed.
yeah, you'd have to like expose them. Yeah. You said you have a laser cutter, not just your ring, but you have
I have a tool
that's back on the
laser
ship.
and no, it's one of my carries. It's half a
Okay,
pound.
gotcha. What does it do?
Handheld laser, cutting slash welding torch, 20 minutes of power, can cut through several centimeters of steel. So not like a hole, but for
Hmm.
electronics that are made of steel, it can go through.
Gotcha. Yeah. Will you give me a mechanics check within?
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't. You're not gonna be able to cut through the hull itself, but you can with that and a good check. You can expose key enough components to get the outer airlock door open.
Well, a good check this is not. That will be an
Dice
8.
jail.
Nice jail. An 8.
Yeah.
Uh, you. No, I think an 8 is okay. I think you can get through this door with an 8. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good enough.
Is that going to take him a little bit?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. That's the only
Okay.
trouble.
Can I just clunk
Between
around
the
on the outside of the ship and just make a recon check?
Yeah, what do you want to do on the outside ship? I think it's gonna take him. It's gonna take him an hour.
It's going to take him
He's
an
in there
hour?
looking in the windows. He's got his hands up to the window.
Yeah.
I,
So wait, the tool, because that cutting tool only has what? How much?
20
yeah, I was
minutes.
gonna say it has
20 minutes.
20
Yeah.
minutes of battery.
So yeah, so basically you have, because you also have your like multi scanner,
Yeah, but I
the
have Priz stuff too.
so yeah, so basically what you're having to do is you're taking this hour because you know you only have 20 minutes. You're having to go through and like pull out like a pen. It's like is it the Italian Job remake where he's like cracking the safe underwater and he's like writing on the safe the code and everything. You're basically like going through with your Priz things and like sketching out what you need to do on
Okay.
the outside of this hull because you have to use this perfectly. So you're like, this is gonna take me forever. I've got to like
Yeah.
I can't use this wrong because it's so weak. Every cut has to be perfect. So I'm gonna be
Measure
here
twice,
forever.
cut once.
Exactly. Yeah. But
Yeah.
420 is like, back on my home planet, it's measure 18 times and cut once.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I don't think that's how that saying goes, but on yeah. So yeah, so you guys have an hour if Lexian wants to go stomping around.
It's actually measured 428 times. That's where his name came from.
Exactly. He coined it. He wrote the book. That was his book.
And get 6-second opinions.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds. Yep, always. Yeah. So while he's doing that, Lexian, what are you doing? You said
Okay,
you're just looking
I would
around.
like to do two things. One, I would like to find is if there is another uh like door that I could possibly find,
Hmm.
or if there is an opening that I could possibly find that might be big enough to fit somebody through.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Give me a recon check.
Recon. Let me find where recon is. Recon. I have 0, and that is with
Investigation. Int.
int, so a +1. All
Yeah.
right. 9 plus 1, 10.
Uh, no. There is just that one opening. There's just that one airlock. I don't. Well, I guess there is. Is there a no, there would be two other potential openings. There is a I guess there maybe three. There is on an upper deck in what looks like a large two cargo bay doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that are also they'd be kind of like up here on the ship. I
Okay.
guess you can see it there. Yeah.
So I could see 2 cargo bay doors, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Those are
Okay.
the other entrances.
Oh, guys, I stomped around for a little bit, and I found 2 cargo bay doors, but that's it.
Gino's just been sitting there watching 428. I think he's got this. He looks like a surgeon drawing up a body, ready to go to work.
You just hear like mindless rambles as I'm like talking to myself, trying to calculate this perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing calculations above your map too. He has all the inner workings. Basically, he's drawn the whole blueprints of this door on the outside of the door.
I'm using my laser ring to cut in and like actually measure it out to draw.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. You're etching the door. I like it. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you come back. Yeah, maybe that takes you like 20 minutes to kind of do a little scope out of the ship. Come back. You got 40 minutes of him still like going. You guys are kind of watching. Eamon's kind of standing there, just kind of like mag boots. He's just sort of floating. Seems to be like meditating in his helmet, and yeah. You after an hour, he manages to get the door open.
Good job.
I'll say an hour or two if he's taking that forensic of a look and Gino, you're watching him. The other thing you guys both notice is that there is a small hole in the window of this airlock door.
Well,
A small hole in the window?
Yeah, of the airlock door. It's about like, maybe
Is it
centimeter
bullet
big.
sized?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's real good for cabin pressure. What happened on this ship? Sterilized, electronics are fried. There's pinholes in windows. Are there pinholes in other windows? Did you see any pinholes, Lexian?
check the ship for holes. If maybe it's
I
riddled with
mean,
them.
I was only looking for
Riddled with
for
holes.
holes big enough for us to fit through. I wasn't looking for tiny ones.
Yeah, another 40 minutes to technically check.
I'll
Can it? Can
I'll
it? Can
walk.
I?
I'll take a direction if you want to take a direction, Lexian.
Okay. Recon?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Another +1. 10 again.
And I have a 9.
Nice. No, you guys walk around. You're like looking. You know, you go to the main like cockpit window view screen, which is kind of the other, like the only other window. You don't see any holes. You kind of try to do a quick kind of once over in the 40 minutes you have, and you don't see any other like holes in the ship.
Is the view screen up or down?
Down.
Like,
It's
could I
or like
see into it?
you can see into it. Yeah,
Ah.
Is there
and
anybody
you
in the
can.
cockpit?
Nobody's in the cockpit.
No bodies laying limp or floating around or nothing.
No,
So there's nothing of note that we see in through the cockpit?
no.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
This makes no sense. None of this makes any sense.
We're trying to
Yeah,
make
you guys are
dollars. Millions and millions of dollars.
talking, and you hear over the comms, 428 give you the doors open, and the camera cuts back as the door. He kind of like gets the door, pushes the door open, and I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go make a first drink.
I was dumb and I just thought, hey, I could just skip over to the door. And then I'm like, well, no, that would cause me to float off into space. That is exactly what I was thinking whenever I thought of that. Oh, it's so bad.
Damn it! Now you've got to go dig those holes, digging up our holes. It's stuck in my head. That's all I could think.
I
There's
am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
yeah. You've got to go dig those holes, digging up our holes, digging up our holes. I watched that movie in the last year, and I gotta say, it holds up. Holds up. It's a good movie.
That's a good pun.
It's hey, damn.
uh, the
Uh,
unintentional puns are the
they're the
greatest.
best. They are the best. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man. Shia LaBeouf.
If he's naked, is it Shia in the buff?
In the buff, yeah.
If he starts hitting the gym every day, is he Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
If he's got a little bit of a beard, is he Shia LaScruff?
Trying to think about if he's got issues with people. It's Shia LaBeouf, but it's only if it's French. Yeah.
If he's getting physical with you, is he Shia LaRuff?
Ooh, in bed. Uh,
If he's acting like a big man, is he Shia LaTough?
all right, I've had Shia enough. What else we got?
That was good.
When he gets arrested, do they put him in Shia cuffs? These aren't even puns. They're just, I guess they kind of are, but like, I don't know.
They're wordplay now.
Yeah, it's just wordplay. Oh dear.
There's one that I'm trying to make a joke out of, like Shia LaSnuff,
Mm.
but I can't figure out how I want to do that one.
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to quit smoking, so, so he's just using Shia snuff. Or are you thinking more along the lines of a particular type of filmmaking?
It see that's the two part of the dilemma.
Yeah. Which direction to take the snuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he wears Barbie merch, is he Shia Knuff?
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Ah, he's back.
Gimlets take more work to work, and they make me pee more.
Yeah. Last one. I mean, it's repeating the same name, but if he's a dog that's scared of people, he's Shia LaRuff. You know.
Yeah.
But, that's because that gets his first name back in the
Yeah.
back in the program. All right. So yes, you got the door open. Well, the first door. Now you have the inner door, the inner light.
We have one door, yes, but what about a second one?
Indeed, the second door. Who's first in?
Probably me.
I'll follow behind with the Geiger counter at the ready.
I'll be back.
There is. You're picking up. Radiation readings.
Okay, so confirmed radiated, sterilized.
I guess you would have
Going
been, yeah. If you've had it out this whole time, sorry, I didn't realize you like had it. You were like,
Oh no,
you've
I
had
didn't
it.
pull it out until we got
Okay.
the store open. So this is the first time
Okay.
I had it out.
Cool. Then yeah, then now you're picking it up. And it might have been going off like in your pocket, but I guess I don't think they're like the old school ones that just go off no matter what.
Right.
It's just like when you turn it on. The old school being the I don't know now, but yeah. So when you turn it on, look at it, it starts reading. It's like not like super dangerous levels, but it's not you want to hang out here for days on end. You don't want to set up shop.
Maybe that's my idea of flying it back.
I run over the
Mhm.
other door. I kind of trace a line from where that hole was to the other door. Is there a hole in the other door too, in the same like
There's not.
general area? Okay, well there goes that theory. I thought maybe something was blasted through the doors, but it was. It didn't make it past the first one. Well, we just used all your laser cutter up on door number 1. What's our idea for door number 2, guys?
Can I try and open it?
I'm assuming that do do inner do the inner locks, are they quite as strongly sealed as the outer locks?
I think they're probably still pretty strongly sealed because it's the same part of the
Yeah,
airlock. It's still the
that's what
airlock.
I
Yeah.
assumed. Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
part of the airlock assembly. So we basically got a second door just as bad to go through. Also, now that well, no, I guess that wouldn't matter. I was going to ask that if there's no power, there's definitely no gravity in this thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, so I can hang from the
I
ceiling.
will say,
Whee!
we're not free floating anymore. Is there glass at this door, or is it a full metal door?
But there is, it's like, the transparent steel, whatever the space
Transparent
material.
aluminum.
Yeah. Whatever the your transparent metal of choice.
Hmm. Let's see. Well, I mean, is there another panel on the inside for this door specifically?
Yeah.
We can try to jerry rig the panel to unlock this door, because this door is much easier to potentially open, I would assume.
I mean, I
I
guess
mean, I
it's
don't know.
worth seeing. I guess it's worth seeing if the electronics are fried on this one the same way as the other one was fried.
Yeah. Can I open up my check by like not attempting to rig it up yet, just by using well, can my Priz goggles see if electronics are fried? Is that a part of its function?
I don't think
I
so.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can I just use my laser ring just to open it up to look at the electronics then? Is that a check?
Yeah, it'll be like a just mechanics check to get like the paneling open.
Okay.
Well, you've got your tool bag, don't you? I mean, I would
Yeah.
assume these
You can use
panels are
you
made
can
to
use
be accessed.
you
So,
can use the tool. Yeah, you can use your toolkit regardless. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not a great check. It's a 6.
That's fine. I mean, you're just opening a panel.
Okay, how do the wires look?
Same. Like mostly fried.
Right, great. Well, it looks like this whole ship's probably fried.
can,
Both of these panels are.
can we use the cables to supply a power charge directly to the locks, bypassing the computer?
I believe I'd have to cut into the ship to get directly to that location to power it, which I don't know if we have access. I don't have my cutting tool on me to do that. If if we had my big cutting tool from the ship, probably, but
I think yeah. I think because you're inside the ship, you can open up interior panels though and access more. Well, the only thing is you're in the airlock. You're still inside the
yeah,
airlock is the only trouble.
airlock is
But
yeah, airlock is not going to have the exposed
um,
panels like that.
Yeah.
Well, but they would still be accessible by tools, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd think that would still be somewhat accessible.
Because
I think,
the lock would need to be able to be maintenance. Like I can
yeah,
see it not being accessible from the outside. Like that outside door, you would access its lock from
defensible.
inside the door.
I
But
assume
now
it's
that we're
accessible from.
inside, yeah, the you
I
would
think you have
this
access to more components. I think you can. I think there's a lot less. I think you can access more things with less cutting from it,
my
from even from inside the airlock than you could
yeah
from outside the ship.
my thought
Yeah,
is anything that would need to be accessed by the outer door would be accessed from the inside here.
yeah,
So it
yeah,
would make sense that this door's workings would be accessible from this side. Then they're all in the same room. Just from a
yeah.
building perspective, that makes sense.
You
Okay.
probably don't
Yeah.
do airlock maintenance in space, but still, you do it from inside the ship. You know, because you don't want to risk,
Hmm.
like, for whatever reason, something happening in the exterior door opening and you getting spaced. But yeah, I think you can open up. You can if you
Well, yeah.
if you're a good engineer.
With that in mind, I'm basically going to be just taking off every panel that I
Mhm.
can with my tool set before I'm going in and starting to do precision work.
Okay. Yeah, give me another mechanics check.
A 12.
Nice. Yeah. You expose like most of the components to this door.
Okay, so side question: can 428 make like extra appendages? Because he's like giving himself his human form. So can he turn into like an octopus when he's working on things? So he's just using like 8 tools.
Not mechanically, no. Yeah.
That was just kind of a curious world building sort of
Hmm.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
did you just
Yeah.
see him like burst into like a bunch of tentacles?
You know what I did realize though? In this circumstance, it's not applicable.
Because
But
because you're stuck in the vac suit.
yeah, I can squeeze down to an inch size. So
Hmm.
that little hole that was through the thing, if that was like on the inside of a sealed airlock, I could totally just squeeze through to the other side
Yeah.
and just open it.
Yeah.
So for future reference, if we're ever stuck behind a door, we just need to make an inch size hole and we're in.
That would have been
Nice.
nice. That would have been nice.
It's going to take like, I think it states that it takes a while to do it, but you can do it. Um,
Do you make like a slurping noise the entire fucking time?
I
It's
imagine
just
it's
this
more of
nonstop.
like,
We're sitting there watching you listen to it.
I think of it more as like the
Everyone feels
plop
a
of
little,
like jelly on the
little.
ground. You just hear the plop, plop.
I'm not eating dinner
Um,
tonight, guys. If that's okay.
Yeah. I'm suddenly not hungry.
Cancel the plans for the Jello party.
I'm just like so confused.
Ike is like, man, I suddenly want Jello shots.
God. Um,
Uh,
yeah. With everything opened up and
there it
exposed,
is.
I'm gonna do my best to um specifically give enough power to deactivate the lock.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach back over to Starheart for the battery. You mind?
Oh,
I ate through my tools battery.
yeah, no worries. I'll hand over.
And,
They'll pop the battery off the stunner and hand it to you.
and I'm gonna try to recharge my tool. Well, let me get the door. Try to get the door up first, and then I'm just gonna recharge my tool. Just a
That's what you
little bit of
guys
charge.
need. Here's what I was looking for is some bunch of tools. Iris
And
valve. Oh, there's an iris valve power pack. There's one thing. So this isn't for necessarily for the airlocks, but for the inner iris valves. There's
mhm.
iris valve power pack. There's an iris valve crank, and there's even again, it's Traveler. There's a table and a paragraph for that. No power, comma, hard work. As mentioned before, iris valves have the ability to be cranked open, providing they are unpowered and not mechanically locked. On derelict ships, this is the main access method and is as simple as removing this valve surrounding paneling, inserting the hand crank, and turning it until the leaves have opened enough to get through. This usually takes 10 minutes to create a half-meter hole, so it is not the most effective method.
Please tell me that the iris valve hand crank looks just like an old car window crank.
I wish it.
And you're just over there just cranking it forever.
Yeah, in my mind, that's what it should look like. This is what it looks like. Yeah.
Ah, it's a boring crank. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
No, it's definitely. I think attached to that is the
It- yeah.
hand is the
There you go. No,
I
I'm
think
seeing
you just
something
spend
that
10 minutes just going. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna
They're
go
only
ahead and look
50.
at the tool.
It's only 150 credits for that. This is in a Journal of the Traveler's Aid Society book. This isn't in the the big book.
yeah, I feel like the crank should even have like a Cadillac logo or something on the front of them, and then nobody even knows what it's for or not. It's just an anachronistic tradition.
Yeah. Uh,
Where is the tool kit? So I'm looking to see if it actually lists out all the individual items in the toolkit, or if it just says general. Tools.
Can we just
yeah.
go
Tools,
to
there
the
we go.
store and get a sonic screwdriver or something?
Just yeah, I hear everything.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
So yeah.
Tool set literally just says tools for electronic assembly and repair. Cool.
Yeah. Helpful. Yeah. All right. Uh, all right. So you've got all the panels open. What's your next step?
I am. Oh my god, I feel so goofy. I'm sorry. There's a specific Starship Engineer tool set. Um, I'm specifically going to try to find the like mechanical lock to the door and see if I
Mhm.
can't just unlock it.
I like a manual bolt unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you have access to the panels, it would make sense there would be something in there, a manual release.
At this point, if we're already inside the mechanics of this thing, it's probably a lot
I
easier
mean,
to
wasn't
deconstruct
wasn't
it.
that technically what you were cutting to get to on the outside?
I assume so.
So you
Yeah, I
just
think it
take
was
off.
cutting components of it out. Yeah. Give me another mechanics check. Intellect.
Okay. God, why are my rolls so shit? 8.
8. Yeah, you're good.
We need to get you new hands. You've
Yeah.
been given new dice, and it's not helped.
Yeah.
What are you
Don't
rolling
need.
into? Just on you're
Roll
scrolling on
under.
your
Just
desk.
onto my desk.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You should get a dice tower.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
dice tower.
initially was rolling in my little like D&D dice pad
Bowl.
and bowl, yeah, and it wasn't doing much good.
Um. All right. So yeah, you guys are in. Who's entering the common area first? Who's
Yoo-hoo.
getting shot first?
That would be me.
Alexian, go on in.
All 18 of the shielded people shoot you. No. The psionically shielded people. All
They
right.
just have tinfoil hats on.
You guys, yeah, that's all it takes. Oh, yeah. There's yeah. I want that. Well, okay. I gotta bank that. I gotta bank that for later. 'Cause you guys gotta run across a colony of people that believe that that's how they sound if they shield themselves from elements.
You've got to find some reason for them to also all have beards with like twigs in them and shit.
Yeah.
I really pray
yeah,
that
that's
they
hilarious.
do that and they think it
Uh,
happens when in reality they are all psionics and they
they're
are
all just
psionically
they're
shielding
all
themselves.
they've all just been
And
yeah,
it just
exactly.
they're unconsciously doing it.
Oh, that's
It's
what
like
it
their
is.
diet, something in their diet. Yeah.
People started hearing voices, and to blend in with society, they started wearing these hats until the hats became normal. But now everyone can technically hear the voices if the hats are on, and they just don't realize they're psionics.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There it is. There it is. Man, this is how world building
They
starts.
went through an evolution.
Yeah. So you guys also have? Do you guys have like flashlights on your helmets of your vac suits? Probably, right? I feel like vac suits would
Yeah, I
have
would
like
think so. Yeah.
So as you enter the ship, right? There's no power, so it's dark. Space is dark to begin with. You're in uh uninhabited section of space, so the stars are all really far away. So you guys have had like this the lights on your helmets on. So Lexi and you enter this common area first, and it's just all we see is the outline of your flashlight as you're looking around, and it's just maybe there's some utensils and things floating around in the 0G, um, and you look at the table at the end of the hallway, or at the end of the common area, and there is like you kind of have a little bit of a jump scare as you see a body just kind of floating, sitting in one of the tables. Can't get out of the table because its legs are hooked under the table. Um, Revolver still clutched in its hand. Um, how that works with the recoil? Maybe its arm is stuck out here. Revolver's still there. And there is blood and stuff like that, kind of congealed and splattered over one wall, and still floating in the air, and what looks like blood and vomit on the table that has like stuck to it, but then also some that has floated away is also floating in this common area.
Well, there's one body here. Looks like self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah, the feed is open. Neuralink that shit.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Eamon steps in
And we're
behind
not.
you.
And we're sure like no one else shot him. He shot himself. I'll make my way on in behind him, and I'll make my way over to the body.
Yeah, as you get closer, it looks like you're looking at this woman in this vac suit. She's in, and you can see it. Looking at the trajectory of the weapons, it looks like she shot herself. Um, She's got a revolver in one hand, one shot missing. Possibly, someone shot her, but sort of kind of quickly glancing over, it looks like it. You could roll a medic check and maybe get a clear answer whether or not it's. But that's your immediate assumption.
Well, we might as well be sure. 14.
Yeah. Kind of looking at everything. Yeah.
And I want to pop out my Geiger counter. Is the radiation higher, or is it still kind of the same as it was in the airlock?
Seems about the same.
So were they the last one left and realized they were going to die and just ended themselves? Oh, so many questions. Well, I mean, I guess we continue searching the ship for now.
With your 14 medic check too, as you're looking at like her face, you can see like some like burst blood vessels like under her eyes, and on her face, and like looking at like the vomit on the table. As I did that, I kind of pushed my stool too hard. Looks like she was the one who vomited on the table in front of her too.
What's her body? Does it look like healthy, emaciated?
Looks fine. Looks like, yeah, it's hard to tell in the backsuit, but kind of like, getting a general gist, like feeling she doesn't look like overly emaciated or anything like that.
Well, I mean, we may be onto something with the
Oh,
transmittable
yeah.
thing.
Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
We could be onto something with the transmittable thing. We've got something. We've got vomiting. We've got looks like trauma to the face from the vomiting, maybe before the vomiting, and Solon's suicide. I mean, obviously, there's got to be other people on the ship. This can't be the only one.
The other thing you notice as you're looking at the went back to Discord and just saw Cat Williams. Damn it! I fucking hate OneNote sometimes. Give me a sec. I gotta move things to copy and paste things around to get to work right. How to do this correctly? So in addition to the vomit, you see this carved into the table. Like, looks like it was carved into the table with like a knife or something.
Does that say reft?
Yes.
You think after all these years, the Asian accent would be gone?
Reft is the sector that you're in.
Oh, gotcha.
But yes, and no. Yeah.
These coordinates. I mean, I aggregated us here. These look? Are these like where we're at? Can
No. You can give
were
me a quick
these?
astrogation check to see if
Okay.
you kind of vaguely can, without like a map in front of you. Space is a big place. You can try to kind of pinpoint it, but
I got the obligatory 8.
8. No, it's not. It's not near here. It's like,
And I don't remember it as being anywhere like it's not where we warped in it either, right? Like it's a whole different place.
yeah, it's definitely like it's pretty. It's not anywhere you've been recently, but clearly somewhere in the reft sector. You'd have to get back to a map to look at it. Doesn't strike you as anywhere like you've been. So yeah, and then none of the major like population centers you've been at within the ref sector recently. So no, it's nothing that jumps out to you. You'd have to like actually look at a map to find it.
Well, my guess is this is the last known location of the main ship. Um, we'll hold on to this, but see if we can figure out was there anybody else on this ship? Were they carrying something? I obviously don't want to bring a body back over to the other side.
And for
Um,
reference, 074-1116 is a date. 1116 is the current year. You guys roughly the current day for you is 241.
oh, so that's been like 24176. That's been like almost 180 days then.
Yeah. With like how much time you guys spend in jump travel, we we won't look too closely at the exact dates,
Okay.
but that's It's been a long time.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the most important thing for us here, but probably should go ahead and look through the rest of the ship. Still curious why the electronics are fried out. Why this person chose this way to go out, and which order those things came in. Do we want to start back toward the engineering bay? Maybe there's something you can do back there, 428, to help us out.
I think he just stepped away to the bathroom.
Oh, that's right. I do see that there. This game's greatest strength is by far its greatest weakness.
What's that?
Its depth.
Yeah, yeah,
It's amazing and awful at the same time.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Sorry about that. I was hoping dialogue would continue a bit longer.
No, you're good.
I did want to say on the note, I had my headphones on, so I was listening along.
Oh,
But on the note of the game's depth,
hmm
I love that there's always something new. But I will say, what, about 28 sessions in,
yeah,
the fact that we're still referred like we still like our knowledge of the rule book, I would say, or like the overall, like the entirety of the game's like mechanics is still, it still feels so shallow. It feels much more than
yeah,
what it was. But like the amount of intimate little details is insane.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like uh checking the engineering room would certainly be a great start.
Yeah, I wonder if like playing through a I don't know. I guess like I
A
don't know.
tutorial campaign?
A tutorial, like a campaign with a campaign where you have like either kind of go say either no ship or like
It it
like a
starts you
real
out narrow. It starts you
yeah
out narrow and builds you out.
yeah, and you basically just play through a bunch of like I have a PDF of a book that has like 5 adventures that are set up, and I think in like the third one you get a ship. I think playing through that, I wonder if that like sort of helps you go along the ways of like learning the rules a little bit
I
more.
I feel like that would be very useful, yeah, because I mean, it's really kind of what you need is you need to be able to start out. How do I work my character?
Yeah.
Now, how do I work in this world? Now, how does a ship work? Now,
hmm Yeah, for sure.
because you don't get those layers when you're playing D&D. You know how to run your
No.
character. You know how it works. And if nothing else fixes the problem, then you magic.
Yeah. They usually hit something. You just hit something, and then
Yeah.
you're good. Yeah. And that's sort of a like that's sort of a tried and tested method too with D&D is like nah, I don't know. I'll just hit them, and it's sort of just like oh well, yeah. But yeah, all right. Engineering.
Engineering.
All right, toward the back.
I'll peek my head in this left-hand door
Ooh.
as we're going by.
All right, you peek your head in there. There's no power to the door, so you have to like,
Oh,
pull it open.
sorry, Doom.
But you can do that easily
good.
enough.
Boop. There, my head's in the door.
You stick your head. You have to use your neck and
Johnny
yeah, he smashes it. He doesn't have an axe, so he just smashes his head through a metal door. Yeah, it's a stateroom. There's oddly enough, doesn't seem like anybody has slept in it recently. I mean,
Huh.
but
Then I guess I'll quickly run to catch up to Gino.
okay.
Yep.
Boop.
This little area that you guys stepped into, it's not on the map, but there should be 2 low berths in there. And there is somebody in one of the low berths, though there's no power to the low berth, so they're just in there. Although it's space, so they're still, there's core
I
temperature
somehow
is neutral.
doubt they're alive, but if there's any kind of virus behind this, this is an excellent way to keep one contained.
Certainly don't want to be releasing him if we think that's the case.
Yeah, I guess they're frozen because they're space frozen.
Ooh, there's an interesting thought question. If you're in a low berth and then you get space frozen, if someone put you back in a working low berth to thaw you out, can they keep you alive that way?
No, because low Earth doesn't like it doesn't cryo freeze you, right? It's like you're not like your heart doesn't stop. I
Okay, so
think
you're
you
just
yeah
like you're everything's functioning very, very slowly, but still
yeah
functioning.
because yeah you don't like stop aging, right? Your body you just like you're still getting you're basically put into like a coma
Gotcha.
functionally. So yeah, so now once you're I don't think like I don't think like cryo sleep basically it doesn't exist. Or I guess it does, but not like in that sort of way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Full
yeah,
use like
it's not
that.
true frozen solid.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You do notice that this person's face and skin seems to be like blistered and like red and nasty looking.
I don't know how bad they want to find this ship. Still doesn't answer why those electronics are fried out. Though.
I'm gonna open this door and go through it.
All right,
Boop.
you do so. Number 5 there is the power plant.
Hmm. The quick inspection.
Yeah, give me a engineering power,
Yeah.
intellect.
I gotta see. Okay, so intellect, engineering, and power. You want?
Yeah, engineering power. Is that the
Oh, I see. Engineering into power. Got it.
yeah?
10.
And nice. It looks like what has been the? I mean, so the system here also looks like it has been fried. Um,
Fine.
yeah, and so it looks like kind of going through it, the either the vast majority of the components or the entire power plant itself would need to be replaced. Because most of the electronic components are heavily fried.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're all fried. There's not really much to look at. Weird question, or not really weird question, but you know how like modern airplanes have black boxes?
Mhm.
Presumably these like spaceships would have black boxes,
Yeah.
whatever their equivalent is.
Yeah.
Where do you think that'd be located? Or like for general knowledge of
Yeah.
people, or is it just various places? It just depends on model.
I think it's probably standard depending on like what society you're looking at. Like I would imagine imperial or like humanity. Well, I guess those are on here humanity, but like I would guess like imperial made ships probably put them in similar spaces, and Zordani ships put them in similar spaces, and Vargar ships put them in similar spaces. Um, where do we think? I think like the cockpit or like the sensor array. I don't know. What do you think is like probably the cockpit makes the most sense, right? Like that's near
If it's an
the
Imperial ship, definitely cockpit.
yeah.
If it's
So I think the
Vargar ship,
cockpit
if it's a Vargar ship, I'm thinking it's going in the rear.
in the rear. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They're
Uh, uh, yeah. So
like,
yeah,
that's where all the important information about anything goes is
that's
in the
where you
rear.
gotta. That's where you gotta check out. You really gotta sniff out the important details. That's where they. That's why they always put the sensor arrays there. You know, it's weird, but that makes sense. Yeah. No. Uh. Or I guess no, they put the sensor arrays in the nose of the ship, but they put the important details in the back. Yeah, so no, probably the black box would probably be in the cockpit.
Okay. Well, see if we can't get this door open and check out the engines.
Yeah.
M drive.
Yeah. Most of these doors have been opened already. It looks like the crew at one point or another was moving within the internals of this ship, and yeah. So you enter here. This is the jump drive, um, and will you give me an engineering J drive with
Yep.
int
J 9.
9? Nice. The J drive looks like it was overloaded and sent out a massive like radiation surge, possibly from like a misjump or some sort of like something like that.
Hmm.
And
Well,
that was likely the source of the radiation that caused the frying of most of these electronic components or electrical components.
oh nice. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this ship is not going to be operational. We're not going to fly this thing out. And with the radiation, there's no way.
Hmm. And do we want to head back up to the front of the ship, see if there's anything there that could help us? I mean, we did
Yeah,
leave Eamon up there, so
Grab that
yeah.
black box.
Let's
Oh yeah.
head on back up to the front.
doop 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 doop. Oop, I'm sideways. Doop doop doop.
Eamon's playing
Whoa.
cards with the corpse. No. Eamon is under the table that this lady is sitting. That the corpse was sitting at. He is like under the table. He's got the flashlight in his helmet, and he's like looking at things underneath the table.
What you looking at, Eamon?
Um, just the table here. Could I perhaps trouble you for your hydro spanner or your screwdriver? 428.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. He takes it and begins to work away.
Want a laser ring? Make it faster?
How much, like, what depth can your laser ring cut through?
Mm, it's it says a few centimeters. So fairly shallow.
The depth of it. The depth of a table is.
Table?
Well, I mean,
Depends,
it's really the
on,
screws.
depends on material, but you could just go with 2 inches. Probably about the thickest you're going to see.
Like 5 centimeters.
Yes, just under. Or just over.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually,
just over.
that would work well. Actually, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
He gives you the screwdriver back, and he just goes over to the section of the table that had that thing etched out, and he just starts cutting that out. But it's a thick table, so it's going to take time.
Yeah.
We grabbed a picture of it. Do you think we need the physical thing, Eamon?
I'm thinking that if some other enterprising individuals were to come across this information, I prefer they not have it.
Ah,
Mm,
good thinking.
fair.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yes, well, it is better that we got to the golden goose and not anyone else.
Let's just hope all these blisters don't mean the golden goose lays bad eggs.
Yes, very true, very true. He continues working. You guys head off to the cockpit.
To the cop.
Yep.
Okay. Do any of you have bit more than a 0 in the recon skill?
No, I only have a 0.
Yep, same 0.
Okay.
I got
Want to
nothing.
keep thinking about them. I get a +2 with it though. I was like, yeah.
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
Are you subtly telling us to make some recon checks?
Nope. Not even remotely.
Hey, I'd like to make a recon check.
What are you looking for?
Whatever it is that you're trying not to point out.
I'm down. All right, yeah, give me
The
that recon
MacGuffin.
check. Give me that
I'm
recon
looking
check.
for the MacGuffin.
Give me that recon check.
It would be a 7. Plus. Is there any plus to it?
You're in.
8.
You suddenly cannot help but stare at the tip of your nose. Like it's your brain can't shut it out. All you can do is you can see your nose wherever you're looking. But yeah, and you walk into the cockpit.
I had a quick question before we
Yeah.
get to the cockpit. I was looking at the power cells, and it's the values they give are for a medium-sized power cell, and it says if you want to scale it back to an extra small, which would be like a personal battery cell. I'm looking at page 118 of the Most Gear Central Supply Catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it gives or 1 hour of power for, it says medium power, and then a day of extra small power. So if I scale it down to an extra small sized pack, do I just assume that it's 1 hour of extra small power?
That would make sense.
because it says to scale everything by 4% of what its like medium value is, but that would mean that it's only giving like 2 minutes of power, which I think it's meaning to say it gives 2 minutes of power for like a medium sized, but it still gives an hour for extra small. That's how I interpret it, but I just want to know what your ruling is on that.
I mean, it's the first time I've ever seen it, so I don't know if I'll have an answer for you immediately.
That's fine. It won't be
yeah,
addressed this session, so we can get to
yeah,
it later. But
okay.
just
Hours.
with power packs coming onto play, I realize I should actually have little battery packs with me for these certain situations.
Yeah.
This is why he gets the Batman belt with all the different bullets.
Yeah. I also assume a voltmeter kind of thing would be included in a electrics toolkit. Is that reasonable to assume?
Probably.
Okay.
Where is the is there an electrician's toolkit?
I'm sorry, it just says electric tools. It doesn't
Oh.
specify. I did double check that. It doesn't give you specifics. It just says a standard set of like electrics tools.
Where at?
I believe 128 in that range. Let me double check. Yeah. Um, tools are on 125, and there's the electric welding kit on 126, and the
Mm-hmm.
electric tool set, which is tools for electric assembly and repair.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Cool. All right, who's in the cockpit?
Me.
Oh, you've seen this before. You looked through the other window. You looked through the window.
Yeah.
Now you're on the other side. Look how the
Yeah,
other half live.
I'm gonna do another one of those recon checks. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be doing a recon check.
Why not?
It's a
Oh,
oh, that's snake eyes. So that's a 3 total.
you really can't stop staring at your
I
nose.
can't stop staring at my nose.
Is that a pimple? It's just see a little red spot. Yeah. Yeah. The camera, it's a crazy camera angle because it's like from your vision, but it's looking at the reflection of your face on the inside of your vac suit. So looking at you going cross-eyed, staring at the tip of your nose. Yeah. All right.
I
What's
hope nobody's turned
where?
it. I hope nobody's tuned into my neural broadcast because they're just gonna see something weird.
Yeah, it's just going haywire. Where 428 and Gino doing? Yeah, Jinx is finally kind of getting over the sickness from the chocolate. Then she looks at your neural broadcast and gets queasy again.
Um, did we determine that the black box would be in the cargo or the
It'd be in the cockpit somewhere.
cockpit? Okay.
Before she throws up, she hears 428 ask that. She goes, "It's in the rear."
Yeah. Be an investigation check, I think, to find it, to like search for it.
Uh, an investigation is its own skill, right?
Yes. With int.
I can do that if you're not trained in it.
Judging by the fact that I'm not even sure where it is, I'm probably not trained in it.
It's next to all the other eyes. like inspection and introspection and ear materialization and
Very insightful.
Insight. Yeah.
yep, insight. That's what it is. There's a lot of skills in this game.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yeah, it's untrained.
Okay, I will. I can handle that one. A 10.
And nice. Yeah, you managed to find it underneath one of the like the pilot's seat, and you can well, it'll probably take a little bit of mechanics to dislodge it or to disconnect it.
I could probably get this
Okay.
out, but you'll probably do it quicker.
Yeah, I'll do it. Mechanic int.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, rolling hot. 14.
Nice. Yeah, you get it out pretty quickly without much trouble.
Cool.
So we got the table. We leave the dead people who seem to have gotten a sickness, maybe.
Yeah. I'm
You're
gonna
the
check.
doctor, says Eamon over the comms.
I mean, there's other things that could have happened, but illness looks likely, without like actually inspecting the bodies. And as much as I'd love to take the one in the low berth back on our ship, I also don't think it's a good idea to take them back on the ship.
I found one in a body bag if you want to have a closer look.
Oh, so there was a third one on the ship. Well, I mean, if they're already out and about, then sure. And I'll follow him into the room.
Yeah, it looks like on a bed in a body bag is another one that has like blisters and what look like burn marks on its face. Or on his
Um,
face.
I would have my first aid kit with me still yet. I guess I would. Thanks for this. Let me look this guy over and see if I can figure out some theories on what started this. And seeing as I really want to know, and it's like 9:30,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming I have to do a medic check of some sort,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it'll be a
burn
magic
all my
check.
fucking luck on this shit.
Okay, go
So
for
that's
it.
a +5. Am I doing this with int or education?
You get education. I guess you're the field. Int. I don't know. Int. Education. Int.
Okay. Well,
Int.
int's better. We'll
Int.
go with
Int's
int.
fine. Yeah.
So that's plus 10
Nice.
total.
Snake eyes.
Almost. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh
So I got
god.
a 13.
13. Nice. No. This person looks like he died from like radiation sickness. Um,
Well, not an illness. The radiation, the Geiger counter tells the story. These people all have radiation illness.
yeah.
So, question is, did this ship get hit after it was leaving the big ship? But that table there tells a different story.
Well, whatever hit them, they survived the initial hit. It wasn't an instant kill from the radiation. I assume that whatever hit them also fried the electric grid of this ship.
I mean, a lot of things that cause radiation also come with an EMP, so that stands to reason.
From fortunately from your engineering check, you knew that the jump drive had overloaded and caused the radiation,
Ah,
Okay.
which looked like it had been from a misjump.
Okay, so it's less of a I knew it overloaded and fried, and not a thing of like something hit the J drive. I know that the J drive itself would have imploded.
Yeah, yeah, because there was
Okay.
no, you guys didn't see any external damage. Like nothing shot the J drive, and the J drive
Gotcha.
is fully enclosed.
Is there any metal shrapnel sticking in it?
There's, yeah,
I
nobody
didn't
stuck
do it this time. I didn't do it this time.
nobody stuck a metal, like piece of shrapnel in it. No, you didn't see anything like that. Yeah, yeah, it looked like a missed jump.
Okay.
It's
Then
kind of
yeah,
his first look.
I
I'm
would
hearing
relay
that
that
and
out.
looking at the body and looking back at Lexian. You know, I think your healing shit, I think it does more than you realize.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I'd look through the contents of the black box.
You have to connect it to a computer of some sort.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let's go back.
Are
And
any
I'm
before?
going to I'm going to make a wild assumption that that black box is encrypted.
It might be. Yeah, yeah. You have to break it.
And is it also assumed that the personal computers we have on for general purpose stuff is not strong enough?
No, you could probably connect those up. You give it a try.
We got to get back over to the ship anyway, though, don't we? Just give it to
Yeah,
Oscar.
well, I guess we could read it on there. It'd be safer.
We wouldn't be getting irradiated too.
We never came down to the cargo.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Didn't go up to the cargo. Yeah.
You check out the cargo, see if there's anything worth salvaging
Any
off this. Well,
any radiated
everything's
goods worth
radiated.
bringing to the ship?
Yeah, I guess it's fair.
I mean, there could be something there worthwhile. Doesn't hurt to look.
We really need to invest in a radiation quarantine section so we can quarantine things that we can
We can put
possibly
it
bring to
right
the ship.
next to the med bay that you're going to be building me at some point. 428.
um, what are these? Number
What
10.
are those? Number 10. Number 10. Where are you at? Kind of see it. That's the sensor array.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I guess I'd head over to the cargo to see what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So there is an air raft. Uh, there, and then there are a few cargo containers, which look like they had some foodstuffs and spare parts. Most of the spare parts of like that were mechanical components are like no longer useful.
Hmm.
Does the air raft start up?
No.
Okay. I assumed it got fried out too. Figured this worth
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah, definitely worth trying.
Yeah, radiation flux.
Yeah. How about we jump back across and figure out this black box and
Yeah,
start
sounds like
heading
a plan.
toward these guys wherever the hell they're at out in the middle of nowhere.
We gotta make this jump again.
Yeah. Should we? Well, never mind. Eamon turns around and heads.
Wait, quick question before I do this. Was there any rope down here?
You didn't see any.
Okay. It's a
Good
stretch,
question.
but
Yeah, that was
just
a
in
good
case.
question. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What was your thought there, Eamon?
He shrugs. It's nothing. And he's looking at the distance between this ship and your ship warily and kind of getting himself psyched up.
Would you like a friendly push?
No, no, thank you.
We could all
Are you
hold
sure?
hands.
No, I think I can. I will prepare myself a little better this time.
Hopefully, we all do.
All right, who's going first?
I'll fling myself off the ship since I seem to have the
Go
best
for it.
ability to.
Yeah, athletics,
Alright,
dex
athletics dex.
with dex.
A +1, and that is a 10, so 11.
Nice. Yeah, you're there.
Woohoo!
I'll follow behind. A 9.
Alrighty.
Fuck myself right up into the distance.
To the other page.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
I'll
It's
land
a
on the
3.
ship and then prepare to catch. Oh, damn.
I have a -4 to this check. It's pretty bad.
What'd you get? 7.
Me?
Yeah.
No, a 3.
3. Oh, okay. Yep. 428.
It's quick question. It's athletics.
Yeah, athletics, dexterity, with dexterity.
Oh wait, no, I have. Oh my god, I have 0 in that. That drastically changes it.
Oh, good.
6.
Still a fail.
Still bad, but it's not a
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah. Eamon makes it this time, but 428 is still off. Um,
I
but
didn't learn.
he didn't. Still struggling with his jump. Um, but yeah, he looks like he's going to be again maybe a meter off.
Okay, so he's 12 kilograms of mass in the vac suit, and how many in the body?
How much does goo weigh?
He's heavy. I Let me see.
Yeah, he's a dense liquid.
I do remember us determining that this guy is super heavy because he's a liquid. Um, what
110
characteristics?
kilograms.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I
Yeah.
can't help you then.
He's yeah.
Only thing I could do is hop in the ship and try and catch you.
How quickly does your psi recover? It's like 1 an hour after the first hour.
1 hour after the first 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, Amen can't help you
So,
either.
Yeah, it's
yep.
Well, you said he's only. You said he's just a little off again, right?
He's only like a meter off.
Can we make a three-person chain and try and catch him in a net?
Yeah, I mean a one-person chain might or two-person chain might still catch him. Yeah.
Come on, Lexi, and we're all pros at this.
All right. I'll make the athletic strength check.
Go for it.
I'm gonna burn 2 luck to make it a +3.
All right.
Okay. I mean, didn't really need it. That was a 9 originally, so 12.
Nice.
I rolled an 8.
Right. And then 428.
same check.
Yep. Do you have any luck left?
I'm burning 3 luck.
Good idea.
So that gives me a +2. Okay, good. A 10.
There you go. There he is.
Whee!
All right. And you guys catch him.
He learned from last time, and he knew how to catch him. He knew how to catch a hand this time,
Yeah.
but he can't jump to the big
Uh,
fuck off ship.
no. And yeah, and you guys make it back to the miner.
It's pretty impressive to miss our ship.
Yeah, right.
It really is.
1,000 tons, and he, yep, nope,
And he missed it by a meter both times.
yep, yep. Well, he missed the small ship by a meter, and then the big ship also by a meter. Yeah. Uh, yeah,
Hey, at least he's consistent.
exactly. Consistently off.
I gotta find what page that was on.
It was on that one.
Probably that one.
I've been
Might
doing
have
my
been
best to
that other
check
one.
for buying stuff
Could've been
while
the
we've
other
been
one.
playing.
You've been what?
Checking for like stuff to possibly buy while we're playing. There's something called a free cuff, which is literally anything that you can hold one hand, you can put onto your tool belt, and it weighs nothing for you. I gotta find it though to find the exact wording.
Gotcha. All right. Now that you guys back on the ship, what you gonna do?
I mean, first things first, I guess, just set a course and get out of here.
Sure thing.
I mean, even if we figure out where those things at, we're taking the information to the research place. So,
Yeah.
but we're not going. We would keep jumping north, right?
Yeah.
If we go back to the map.
Yeah, I can send you the map. Yeah, so they are stationed in Zuflucht. Zuflucht.
Zoolander.
Yep, Derek. They're on the old station Derek. So yeah, you would just keep jumping north, which is another 1-2 to Serendip. And then you can refill there. Over to Glor, up to Zuflucht.
What were the coordinates though?
1719. I think it's in chat, right? Yeah, 1719.
Yeah.
That's way up here.
Assuming that that's correct.
Yeah.
Assuming that's just a 1719 ref help. That's all the data you have to go off of.
That would be a hell of a. I
I
mean,
guess.
They misjumped, so. But
Yeah,
that's a hell of a misjump.
you guys misjumped and misjumped way farther than that.
Yeah.
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 We also survived mostly.
Yeah. 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 Rip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirsch.
R.I.P. Kirsch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
All right,
Mara's
when we get
spirit. You forgot Mara's spirit. They
yeah,
died
Mara,
too.
yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, killed that too.
Can I get a astrogation check and engineering check? J drive.
Yep.
And 8.
11, 14.
Nice. All right, yeah, you guys have a week.
Dope.
Did we check what was on the thing?
Yeah, I was gonna check that as we were flying.
All right.
I figured it wouldn't take too long.
It'll take
It
a
might.
week.
Electronics computers with int.
So
I am not working on persuade. I think I'm on a Gen XP.
Just double check. Yeah, okay. Oh man, that was a rough roll. 7.
Nope. You're unable to crack into it or to hack into it.
Well,
Can,
we
can,
just have it hanging around. We can always.
can I take a crack at it?
Sure. Yeah, so he tries for a day. So that cuts into your training time. So Briar, 428. Poor Briar. 428, you don't get a training this week, as will neither will Lexian. But let's give it a try, Lexian.
All right, I have a what?
I mean, it
Electronic
takes a day.
comms.
I think you guys are both basically trying it this whole week. Functionally, is really what happens. No, it's
Okay.
electronics computers.
Yeah, I have a +2, and that is an 8, so 10.
Nice. You, my friend, are in. So yeah, so it takes you guys working together, probably the better part of that week, but you manage to crack into this black box and download the data that's there. Even with the black box, a lot of the radiation still corrupted a fair amount of the data, but you do get. Let's see. see if I can put this in. I gotta go OneNote to Notepad to Discord to get this to copy and paste correctly-ish. And then see if I can. There's no way. Is there a way to? I guess I can't bullet point. There you go.
Is that saying the mothership had the misjump?
No, that
Oh.
was the shuttle.
Okay. The shuttle's system was overridden.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess you guys should have noticed those scratches, but oh well. That's
Oh,
delete that one. Remove that.
cool.
All right, we get one more astrogation and engineering J drive check.
Whoa.
And 8 again.
Okay. We might be in some trouble now. What'd you get?
An 8.
An 8? I got a 6.
Oh, you're fine. It's just a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. You guys can get another week training.
I decided to take a Gen XP for Persuade to put it to a 1, but I'm also starting to train Persuade as well.
Nice.
So I'll have to do that for two sessions, but getting that to a 2 seems very useful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping track of some traits.
Yeah, I'm right.
Ooh, that's also see. As you guys write Serendip Belt, you're due for another maintenance period and mortgage payment.
I figured as much.
That is week 4. That's 1 month. And you're out of fuel. Did you guys pay for fuel at New Colchis? I don't think I had you pay for fuel.
I don't know if we did or not, but I don't
Yeah.
think we did. So we'll have to.
I don't
I'll
think
throw
so.
that into this.
Okay, because it's
What's 400 tons worth of fuel worth?
exactly. It is you have the current. It's basically double. It's 200K.
200K for fuel is what I need,
Mm-hmm.
or is that
200K.
for?
That was from New Colchis to here was 200K worth of fuel, and now you'll need 200 to refuel up again.
Okay.
And then the mortgage, maintenance, and crew.
They're under 2 million credits. Best case, we can handle doing this about 2 more months worth, and then we've got to haul some stuff before we do any more jumping around with nothing in the back.
Yeah.
That saying, if we're going to Zaflucht, then we've got to go over to Glory.
Floor.
Glore.
Yeah.
We could potentially haul some stuff, pick some stuff up here, and take it over to Glore.
Yeah. Do we want to pick up there next time?
Yeah, sounds good.
good.
Okay. Cool. I did Courtney say July is the month she's like out? She's been super busy. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Okay. I'll send a message on Discord. My wife and I are still trying to figure out what are you guys doing in July for like still looking at like getting together, touring some distilleries, playing some in person traveler. Man, in person travelers would be friggin' we have one book, not well, I guess we have PDFs. We have PDFs, so we'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was the PDFs, but
Like I said, there's always the level 21 shot option too.
yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That might kind of be a move. Also, I wonder if that could be the move because I don't know. I had some thoughts. I was reading through. I couldn't help myself. I did pick up the Vecna Eve of Ruin, the 10 to 20 campaign, and was reading through it. And since you guys killed Vecna, but Vecna comes back every 1,000 years, even after you kill him.
Yeah.
You know, I love the idea of you guys did the job, but it only lasts for so long, and now he's back and he's angry because you guys killed him, and he's got a bigger, badder plan. So
Is that what happened? We got flung 1,000 years into the future.
no, no. So it would be, but because I mean, obviously you guys are already level 20. You know, we'd have to do a 10 through 20 campaign with new characters. But I'm just curious about like if a level 20 one shot is the not necessarily the end of the that party, but the final run of that party. But no, so so maybe that's the way to go. I'll think about that. But I don't know.
Yeah. As far as July goes, though, I think for me, most of the month is pretty open.
Okay.
Obviously, the first week is the 4th of July.
Yeah,
So
it wouldn't be that. Yeah, definitely not that week. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think like later. Um,
yeah, but like the weekend of the 13th to 20th, 27th, I don't have anything going on those as far as I know.
okay, cool. I think it might have been that
I
20th week, and I'm not sure.
I would be
It-
surprised if I couldn't. So I should be okay.
If we keep our schedule as every other weekend, right now, the 20th will be our next,
Every other
would be
weekend.
like the correct weekend for it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
because we do the 8th, the 22nd, the 6th, and then the 20th.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll double check and I'll send a message out in Discord and see if Courtney's available. I feel like July was the one bad time, but we'll see. But the 8th is good for everyone for next.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good for me.
Cool.
Mhm.
Put that down. That's June. Oh my gosh. Here it is. June. Cool. Not 9th, 8th. All right, fellas. You all have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Yep.
Yep. Night,
Good night,
guys.
y'all.
All right. Bye.